stealing it from me today, and I'm about to take dancing lights through another day in the world of Elsperia. Join us as we continue to discover and explore. Joining me are Leo, the half-orc Light of Illumina's paladin.
Hey guys.
We got Zareth, the half-elf rogue assassin.
Evening, people.
We got Borden, the life cleric of Kazia.
Hello.
We have Insidaria, the divine warlock of Illumina.
Nice to meet everyone again.
And Oscar, the half-elf draconic sorcerer.
Hey.
Yeah, so, last we left our wanderers, we found ourselves in a new land of Parenthia, new to most, but not to Oscar, who was all alerted to come here after getting a message from his sister. There, the group met with a pit fiend named Calic, and saw the streets of Calvona grouped with many different groups of beings, from humans, dwarves, elves, gnomes, to demons, imps, pseudo-dragons, and of course, fiends and devils. After a moment of regrouping with Oscar, Calic informs him that he was the one put in charge to collect the debt, and enslaved his sister. Apparently, as soon as his father passed away, a debt incurred and payment was paid by enslaving his sister. That's very Perinthian. It seems common enough in these strange lands as demons and devils surface to do business in the material plane. Calic informs the group further that he saw who bought his sister, and by doing so he was able to inform him of a message that he got from the buyer. Apparently, they are expecting you. Said something about the Whispering Woods south of Calvona, where you guys gathered up. You first bought rooms just in case you came back to town, and then you gathered up horses at the stable, and then you made your way to the Whispering Woods. Upon entering the forest, a soft glow in the woods could be seen in the far-off distance, and there's apparently a unicorn in there somewhere. Further traveling on the worn path revealed into the woods, they came across an oriental-like retreat. There they saw a training session taking place between a blind woman named Ninny, who was overseeing training session for Asmaria, along with our Liana, Aria, and an old friend who joined up with Ninny and Tynak, Lindsay. The party reunites with their dearly lost friend whose fate left to chance wasn't known till now. Sorry guys, this one's a little long. Lindsay explained through writing that she was saved by a gold dragon named Nargle. Rachel's in the Vale of Valor with the Arcana, and she was introduced to Ninny by a mage friend and followed the path that was revealed to her. The group inside with Ninny, as a soft grumble becomes more and more aware, Ninny offers up a reading for the group, learning about their past, present, and future, save for Oscar. Oscar goes sees his sister, question about, everything that's going on here, making sure everything's on the up and up, and if he should, free her somehow. Let's see here. As she relays that after their father passed away, a debt hovering over the family, she was payment. Ninny paid for her shortly after the sale, and now with the collar applied to her neck, she's bound to Ninny. She informs Oscar that Ninny has been kind and has found nothing more than hospitality at this point. The party meets a, quote, pseudo-dragon, unquote, named Crimsu, who's paired with Ninny. They also have Ninny use her seer powers to see if she could suss out some information on vampires and dragon cults, which kind of stirs Crimsu. The dragon cult situation, him and Tiamat didn't get along that well. Ninny informs the party that it could be dangerous for her to be doing this, but still she'll assist any way she can. Shortly after, something plagues Ninny and she's forced to lay down. Aria quickly takes care of her, the group goes out, regroups, reacquaints with Lindsay, and she starts to play a violin piece. As the bow lowers, a throwing star lands in her chest. The party quickly takes to alertness and find out where the attack's coming from. Fight ensues with a pair of familiar foes. Medea starts alone and focuses on Lindsay. The projection of Minerva appears and walks forward as the rest of the residents of the area start to come out. Liana, Asmaria, and Aria along with Ninny and Crimsu. And Minerva just kind of flights her way over to Ninny, and then all of a sudden just whispers in her ears, and then all of a sudden Ninny's distressed and goes down, or takes a knee. And with that, Crimsu, he gets a little pissed, and before long you notice a giant ancient red dragon all ready to fight as he closes in on the attacker. He gives Medea a good beating, As the fighting starts, Asira, a wizard of sorts, appears and trying to assist Medea, knowing that they might have bit off more than they could chew, with the dragon and the rest of you ensuing on the battle. A casual use of Misty Step is counterspelled as she grumbles and starts to walk instead. She then tries to Dimension Door and counterspell once more. She nods solemnly and prepares to join the fray. Soon as Oscar goes to fire off Scorching Rays, Asira also counter, but, Oscar quickly fires off another round and Asira finds herself in dire straits. Eventually, being beaten down, her contingency spell vamps her out, and Medea is left to fight the ancient dragon alone. Forced into a corner, she shadow steps away and moves and dashes and gaining distance quickly. The further Crimson moves from Ninny, the less he can do as he's bound to a distance from Ninny. Almost there, guys. Bear with. Cursed by some unknown bond, the two share. The pair get away. Asira manages to catch up with Medea, teleports them out, and the party is forced to regroup around Ninny. A scan of the area, a scroll dangling from a green ribbon on one of the tree branches. Zareth returns with the scroll in hand and hands it off, thinking it was for Ninny. Area taking it and reading. And that's kind of where we left off, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Close enough to be functional, at least.
So Arya pulls out the note, and those who might be joining the stream can get a quick glimpse. She's like, it says, "Dear Dancing Lights." Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
Then it means it's probably for us.
Well,
If you could please hand it back.
And with that, she'll
I mean,
hand
I
it.
have no problem sharing the information. They were attacked as well.
So what I'm going to do is show this to everybody, and then I'll just read it out loud for the stream and give you the whole Minerva scenario. Dear Dancing Lights, yes, I attacked you guys, and I'm sorry. Well, not really, but the same token, I figure I'd make a deal with you. Apparently, there's some vampires who have come into information I didn't care for them to have. I've managed to keep his scrying eye off me for the time being, but that lured me to start scrying around as well. Since we're acquaintances, and an alarming sense of someone was scrying, I thought, hey, I haven't seen those fellows in a while, let's pay a visit. My surprise was the company you kept. I should have known that seer existed in this time. It has been ages, and it takes me away to a time when gypsies dance in around a flame and a festival of fun. Excuse me. Ah, the good old days. Alas, I found she's very sensitive to my chaos. Fear not, I didn't do anything physically to the woman. However, my two companions seemed well beaten from the lashing you all did. Color me impressed, for not long ago I recall being able to take him down instantly. Your rogue friend, Knife? Was it Sport? Maybe Spoon. Went down in a quick blaze of my command. However, this time Medea and Asira barely escaped. I mean, having an ancient dragon on your side did some serious harm, but all in all, I heard the tale of the counterspell roulette. It was very amusing. Perhaps you all hate me, and I can't say I blame you, but maybe you'll hear me out. I know a way to prepare for the fight you seek. You want to fight these vampires and hunt that Lady Viola chick. I can offer up an ideal since you're in Parinthia. There's a fabled tower out in the northern deserts of Calvona. It could be dangerous trek in itself, to be sure, but in this tower you can find some power. It's a circular tower that has advancing floors. To advance above, you must clear the floor before. Simple and easy, is it not? Beware, though. Enemies that you may have fought in the past might be inside, and maybe aggressive beings you have not imagined are waiting as well. I have a task for your cooperation, though. In the tower, there is said to be an obsidian pyramid that can be won. Be a dear and fetch it for me, and I will consider aiding you in your vampire hunt personally. Consider this a business transaction of sorts. The tower itself can only be revealed if I tell you so, to make sure we have an understanding. Oh wait, I think I forgot a comma there. The tower itself can only be revealed if I tell you, comma. So, to make sure you have an understanding, I'd like for you to use that key and open a mansion, preferably away from that lovely retreat. Once inside, we can have a brief chat. All I want to hear is yes. So be prepared with that if you want my aid and support. Consider it. Also, failure to ignore this plea, well, I do know where the seer lives now. How dear of a friend is she? Toodles. And in green print of her signature, you can read the name Minerva in green ink and a smiley face where the I is dotted. There you go. So
I
there's.
mean,
She does that too. Oh, maybe she's not bad after all.
she's not. You should go join up with her. Anyway, it's a shame that we threw that key away.
I don't believe we did.
Oh, I thought we left it in the mansion when we left.
Yeah.
No,
so did
I've
I.
carried it with me.
Really now.
Well, we already figured out his traps once.
As long as we know where to look, it should be safe-ish.
The ish being up here.
So, you guys gonna go do what this woman says? And this area talking as she's just kind of nursing over Ninny.
I think we should do it. She's a nice lady.
If you count night.
Leo, sometimes I just wonder what your view of the world is.
I don't mind doing it either. An adventure.
That it is, but she's proposing a deal where she has all the cards in play. Except one.
Do you guys know what that obsidian pyramid thing is?
Can I roll intelligence for it? Or
No, none of you would know.
okay.
No, but it's something that she doesn't have and apparently needs. And if we don't do it, she's probably going to hire someone else to. So why don't we get it and keep it from her?
And how do you suppose to get that done?
Well, she's given us everything else, hasn't she? Told us where the tower is and that it is a prize to be won there.
And
She
didn't tell us
hasn't
where
quite
it is.
given us the location
Yeah,
yet.
it's in northern.
Yeah, but she didn't give you specifics on it yet. She just told you a general location. And she pretty much told you that unless you talk to her first, she's not going to reveal its exact location.
Would Ninny know where it is since she's been living here a long time?
Well, it's a damn shame she's knocked out cold right now.
Would
Probably.
Arya know?
I would allow either an Arcana or just a straight intelligence check to see if, if you think she would actually know.
For me?
Anybody. You're trained in Arcana, so you could probably do it. But straight intelligence check, you're kind of like... From the observation that everybody has had with Minerva being involved, you are under the understanding that if Minerva knows where it is, there is no way she's going to be able to see it. Even if she was up and running. So basically, you have that key. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm up for it, guys.
You got
Obviously, no one else can get through this key without having it. This may be something best decided not this minute, because there are a lot of pros and cons. Minerva hasn't directly herself harmed any one of us, but she has caused some of our friends a more than fair amount of issue.
You can see Lindsay just kind of stitching up the hole where her chest got stabbed on her vest.
I mean, there are multiple heals, so just
Oh
your
yeah, yeah.
shirt.
She's just mending her shirt at this point.
Then I cast mending on her.
She already did it. She's,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
it's just dramatics. You know, she's just over there like, as soon as he said that, she's like, oh yeah, I gotta close that wound up, or the spot where the wound came in. But yeah, she's sitting in there listening. You got Asmaria and Liana both kind of staring over. But, you know, none of them are really saying anything. They're just kind of quiet, making sure that, you know, Arya and Ninny have their time. Like, Arya's taking good care of her and whatnot. But, yeah, what do you guys want to do? You're gonna just...
Outskirt, do you know
Yes.
of any libraries that that have knowledge about such a black tower in the in deserts? Maybe we can find out another way of finding the tower, bypass Minerva entirely.
Probably in Caldova. There's probably a library there.
Then let's start looking there and keep this whole deal Minerva offered us on the shelf for now.
Yeah, if we don't find any information, then maybe we can't.
Listen, I'd hate to be the one to break this to you, as Arya chimes in, but she knows where we live now. And she sounded threatening at the end of that letter.
You think we're unconcerned for our friend's safety?
And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that she knows where we live, and she kind of offhandedly threatened that if you guys don't at least go meet up with her. I don't know.
And at the moment, that meeting up would result in a straight out, we're not sure, so we're not gonna do it. And that's not what she wants to hear.
All I'm saying is if you piss her off, and we have to face the brunt of it when you walk out, she just gives you a look at that point.
And for their safety, we should probably do it.
Well, we at least have a night. We put up quite an effort to keep them away from here, so our little henchman should probably need some rest as well.
I hate to say it, but us taking the time to rest would also allow them the time.
Sorry, can you repeat yourself? There was some background noise.
I hate to say it, but us taking the time for a rest would also give them time to recover.
That is true.
I'm just impressed for how quickly she wrote that scroll.
Oh yeah, while that whole fight was going, she was over there with a pen, just la 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 la. Oh wow, that shit happened. All right, la, la, you know, just off in the background somewhere, you know. But yeah, you guys, you know, you got Arya kind of staring you down, but she's, you know, it's your choice what you do. But you know, she's like really considering it as well.
Whatever we choose to do, I think we should leave the Ring of Mind shielding with Ninny in case Minerva got inside her head, much like Lindsay and that old young friend of ours back on the ship.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Might be a good idea to start searching for more of those rings for us as well. Considering that is how she tracked us down this time.
I believe she tracked us due to Ninny's seeing.
Oh, what to do? What to do? As Dancing Light considers their options, You got a stern area just kind of nursing poor Ninny there, and like this, what is it, like oh goodness, daybed, yeah, that's what they're called. Like a daybed that's kind of set up in that area. But yeah, you guys are trying to figure this out. What do you want to do? I can put Jeopardy on if you want. I mean,
Again, I'm up for going there, guys. I'm gonna give the ring to her just in case if it's mind inducing effect. I want your guys' input. I don't want to be the leader here, since I'm new and all.
I'd like to go ahead and lead, but I'd also like to get a night's rest in.
well, you all do have keys at the Calvona Inn as well.
Well, I mean, no matter what we choose, it was requested that we not open it next to the compound.
That is true.
I believe they would feel safer if we didn't open it in the compound.
Well, yeah.
Maybe we could bring your the devil friend with us.
I could ask.
At what price? He seems the kind of person that deals in contracts that require payment for services delivered.
I feel like the interesting factor of this encounter would be enough for an interesting character such as that.
So you guys want to go rest at the inn?
I think the end's our first stop.
Alright. So with that, you guys all kind of saddle back up on your horses. Liana and Lindsay will kind of wave you off, unless there was anything else you wanted to say before you left.
I think Krinstu's still about right.
You don't
I
see
mean,
him.
as I leave, I'll send a message to Liana telling her I'll be back.
She just nods. Just maybe she's holding on to the last half of that message to send to you later. Well, then again, you'll be out of range, so whatever.
No, that's not something.
Yeah. So she'll just nod at you. Be safe. She'll say aloud. But Lindsay is just kind of like, doing a few signs, like showing concern and just kind of like waving you guys off. But other than that, is there anything else you want to do here before we trek out?
I sign back, keep safe.
She'll do like a will do or an okay sign to you. But other than that, you're free to leave the forest at your earliest whims.
Alright, let's right back to the city then.
Alright.
Yep. On fourth, everyone.
Off you go. You're making your way back out. Let's do one perception check all around as you guys are traveling back up. Quit banging that table.
Sorry.
Bet you are. See how close he gets. Okay. About 100 feet away from you, Zara, as you're traveling on the rough road and just kind of glancing off to the eastern side of the road and looking into the forest, you catch a glowing glimpse of light. And it was similar to the one that was saw earlier. And you can make...
I didn't see that one, I believe.
Well, whoever pointed it out. But you're catching a glimpse of it this time. Everybody else kind of rolled low on this. And you notice it about 100 feet away. And you can see this glowing image of a horse with a horn popping out of the top of its head. A white steed. But as it kind of notices it's been seen, it kind of darts into the forest.
So, Are there unicorns in this forest? Because I just believe I saw one when I point to the east, to where I saw the light.
And anybody who quickly glances over, you can see a trailing light with the horse tail just kind of waving in the air and just eventually trailing off.
Yes, I think I said that earlier. There are unicorns here.
It's on the chest.
But other than that, you guys continue north. It's a 10-mile stretch from this road to the main city. You eventually find your way back into Calvona, where you're met at the stables. I believe there was a down payment on the horses. Are we returning them just yet, or just what do we want to do there?
I believe there was a retainer on the horses.
Yeah, it was 15
security
gold.
deposit.
15 gold, yes, if we return them all.
Alright, so are we going to turn them in for now?
They need rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been out for the day, so.
No, I mean, you guys plan on staying anyway, so go ahead and consider that 15 gold return. It's the half orc kind of walks up there and starts putting the horses back in and thanks you for bringing them back. You walk into this tavern / inn. How do you guys want to proceed? It's like, what did I say? It was about midday when all this started, so I'd say it's about 4 in the afternoon.
You gave me 6 p.m. as the time when we left last time.
Oh, really? Alright, then that's
Yeah, you said it was getting towards the evening hours a little bit.
Then let's say it's 7 p.m. How about that? We'll say all that planning, talking
fair.
brings it to 7 p.m. You guys are now... You're in the common area. Your rooms are upstairs on the second floor. You've all been given keys. What do you guys want to do?
Let's have dinner.
Rat! And set your hands down on the friggin' table, please.
Sorry.
Yeah, your mic is
Just
picking up
gotta
Yeah,
plug
it's
it
everything.
gonna be.
Either muted or do it. I don't know which. But no.
Push to talk.
Yeah.
Works wonders.
Not for me, though. Anyway. So. Just gonna have supper. Anything else interesting gonna happen? I mean, supper's pretty common state. I mean, unless there's something unique you want. I mean, we could just say you have supper. You're all having a meal. You're all at this table, and you're all about to have this conversation about what you want to do. So, I mean, just consider yourself ready to eat there. Some ale or whatever you want to order. Water, tea. And, yeah, I just need to know what Dancing Light's going to finish on. Like, what do we want to do?
Well, guys, you know that book that I got from the library at the Arcana?
Yes.
My time on that is running out. Or I have to restart over.
I feel the
I-
current predicament is more important than reading a book.
Well, I can read the book, but I will be tired tomorrow. So, what I want to know is that we're going to use that key that we got to meet up, or we're going to try to hunt down some information on the place first before we use it.
Like I said earlier, she's never directly herself hurt one of us. Medea slapped you on a while back.
That was earned.
I don't think she delivered the first blow in that.
Like
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah, that was well heard.
I mean, if there's no opposition, so to speak, then I think it's a bit of a bygone conclusion. We'll end up using it. I just want to make sure that everyone is okay with entering a space where Minerva could alter reality around us.
That's why she wants to meet up there. she wants to have the home ground advantage.
Fair assumption.
Therefore, I would at least like to know a little bit more about said place she wants to send us to.
I was referring to
Even
actually the meeting with the key.
I know, but even if it is as silly as a myth that the place was built by halflings,
It's an
it
interesting.
might give us an idea. It might give us something to consider when we talk to her. Because, like I said, at Nini's place, right now she holds all but one card in hand. And that is a card she has the ability to force into play.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's the general consensus, guys? Are we going to do this tonight, or are we going to do it tomorrow? I mean, I'm just here for the ride for the moment. Apparently, my part was done when I did the big monologue and the letter right after. I'm just going to check out of the game. You guys go ahead and finish. No, what do you guys want to do, though?
I would like to do some research on the Black Tower, if it's possible, but I don't know what the rest of the group wants to do.
See, it's the time crunch aspect there that might not make your research possible.
It is.
Because
yeah, it's getting 7:30 in the evening. Go ahead.
No, so we do the. We go to the library, ask our nurse about tomorrow during the day, see what we can find. And even if we don't find anything, at least then we know that the tower is extremely well hidden. And tomorrow evening we meet up with Minerva.
If we wait too long, Minerva's gonna attack Nini's place. And I don't want that blood on my hands.
And that's the card she is able to force into play.
If we wait too long, she'll do that. I feel like she's gonna get angry by waiting.
Cut to a scene where she's folding her arms and tapping her shoulder, just like, where are they? Scenes back to the end. It's back to you guys.
I'm not hearing dissenting voices. They just want time to investigate the rumor.
Yeah, so what I'm understanding, Oscar, you got any input? Like, what do you want to do?
I think we should sleep on it tonight and then research in the morning, and then about midday we need to go ahead and halt.
Alright. So, majority sounds like they want to sleep on it and research in the morning, though a few of you are aware that what if Nini is under attack tonight because you waited too long. So, yeah, you got this conflict of interest in the group. So it's still kind of up in the air, but how does Dancing Light resolve this issue?
Oscar, how long have you lived on Florentia?
As long as I can remember, until I came to Timor.
Have you ever heard of this tower before?
No.
So I have a feeling that this is going to be hard to find if we don't know what we're looking for. If you've been here, not even in kid stories, you never had any kid stories about a circular tower?
No, you have not.
No.
So I feel like any research done on this is just going to be a waste of time because there's not going to be anything.
Well, but not being able to turn anything up tells something in itself. Because that might mean that the place itself might never have existed before yesterday.
Yeah. I say we rest on it. Do it tomorrow.
Alright, so what's...
Minerva gets mad, it's not on me.
Yeah, so
If
what's...
Ninny dies, it's not on me.
Let's go ahead and research tonight, and then we can talk afterwards. We can at least check the library real quick and see if there are any books on it.
Sure, I'll help you at the library.
Zerith, you get working on your book, I think. We have more than enough of us to do research.
That was presuming that we were going to do research tomorrow during the day and meet Minerva tomorrow evening.
I don't think she would expect us to meet the same day. I don't think I would risk that.
As you guys are having this conversation, all of a sudden, a halfling gets thrown halfway across the room, over your table and onto the wall next to you. And he kind of stands up from his slumps like, I'm not going to take that! And he rolls up his sleeves, crawls underneath the table, and goes back over to who threw him and starts punching away. There's a bar fight fixing to start.
Who is fighting the halfling?
Looks like a human dressed in black robes.
Which of the two looks stronger?
Well, considering how halflings have a lot of luck, it's hard to say. The halfling goes over there and starts wailing on his kneecap, trying to knock him down to his level. He kind of falls over to his knee, and then all of a sudden he cracks a fist right across his cheek. The hood pops open for a minute, revealing some brown hair, and he quickly pops it back up, and they're just constantly tussling at this point. It's like, I'm not paying for your drinks, you damn halfling. And he's like, oh, yes, you are. You lost that bet fair and square. Now you're going to pay up. But, yeah, this here is just taking place as you guys are trying to have this conversation. All of a sudden, the noise is just kind of getting to you. And you're like, we need to do something, or we need to do something. So what do you guys want to do?
Orton's firmly of the opinion, not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to argue about their bar tab, that's on them. That's why I drink tea.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt in my mind the barkeep knows, a goon squad to knock out rowdy patrons.
Oh, yeah. There's, like you can see the barkeep just kind of pulling a cudgel from underneath. And he's starting to come out, and you guys are just watching this happen. And all of a sudden he's like, all right, you two, knock that shit off. I ain't got time for your games. Now, whoever's got the money better start paying up right now. I ain't keeping any of your tabs anymore. This whole thing is just kind of taking over on its own essence. But, you're in this city where a lot of violence seems to happen too. So, just to show it the city. The guy in the black robe just kind of tosses a few silver on the table, and then he pulls this chain where this girl's kind of chained to. It's like, come on, we're leaving. And he takes her and walks out. That happens. It's like, damn right, you better walk. He didn't pay for your drink. That motherfucker! Drops a couple silver on the table. God, alright, fine. Resolved itself, but you guys, it starts to get quiet again. The cudgel comes back down. Barkeep takes his spot back, and you guys are still left with the question: what are we doing?
I like that human already.
So we go research everyone for now, and then rest for tomorrow.
Alright, so if we're doing research, who's doing what and how do you want to do it? Like, that's where I need to come in on.
Oscar and I would go to the library that he knows about here.
I would follow suit.
So the three of you are going to hunt out the library.
Yeah.
You find the Omnicron, a library that's been suited about central part of town, a little ways from the repos or the hospice repos. and where you currently staying. It's a like a circular building, and you're at the front door. However, it looks like it's vacant right now. You come to the door, you test the doorknob, and it's locked. Look to the window, close.
Oh,
Any
look inside.
signs that say when they're open?
Well, common sense would tell you instantly that it's probably during daylight.
Insidaria, take a look out here and make noise or something if someone tries to come in.
Okay. I take out my rest of my sweet rolls I have left and just set them out and try to make a little stall or something.
Going to look at Zareth to follow me. And I'm going to open up a door in front of the front door.
You're gonna
Open up a.
yeah.
Oh,
say
you're
that-
de-dooring in.
Are you done?
Yeah.
with your- Oh, okay.
Check if there aren't any safety measures in place.
Let's go ahead and get perception check. Well, all three of you might want to do it individually since she's being lookout and you two are just like, alright, it's safe to go in, fam. So you got two different perspectives.
Yep.
It's Adaria. You're too busy making sure your stand is looking neat. But the other two, you kind of look around. Do notice quite a bit of traffic. Like, this city, even at night, is crawling with traffic. But this kind of traffic is like devils and demons, mostly, and tieflings. You think these people wouldn't even pay too much attention to what you're doing, as you see some of them pulling slaves down, you see others carrying crates and groceries or whatnot. It's just all kinds of random, just gotta go where we gotta go. But you catch a quick moment, and then all of a sudden you're free to make your move, you think. And with that, you just vamp in? Question mark? Cutter?
Yeah.
With him saying that, kind of do an Arcana check just to see if there's any countermeasures or security to the library.
Oh, that's a good question. Go ahead. As far as you know, no.
And yeah, I go on.
Alright, so...
Okay, I'm gonna flip up my hood just to be sure.
Alright, well, already too late. He grabs a hold of you. Both are now inside a dark, dusty tome area of the library. You see a circular spiral staircase, and on this spiral staircase there are like bookshelves lined up. And then there's like this big open area at the bottom with several rows of bookshelves as well. You're free to start investigating if you want.
Let's set up some ground rules. We're not moving 30 feet apart. And how fast can you cast that door thingy again?
Let me get it ready. And my hand's going to just start glowing red.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, what was the last part?
I'm switching out my slots to sorcery points and back to slots.
Yeah, so this mystical energy just kind of encircles around you as you're trading that out. Sorcerers. So much fun. And with that, what do you want to do to investigate? Matter of fact, just make me... whoever wants to make the investigation check, and the other can assist with advantage.
I'll
Well-
assist.
Let's start looking for something common like a map. We
Well,
might be able to find something interesting on it, and at least it gives us an idea where we're going.
let me get an investigation check, and I'll tell you what you find.
12.
Yeah, straight 12. About right. You find historical facts about the town of Calvana. You find historical facts about the Printhia state of this region. You breeze through it, but you don't really find any information or anything that pertains to like a tower or anything of that nature. But you do know that there's like a sketch of like the desert, but there's no markings of it. It's just like an open map. Nothing has been marked on this one page of a book that you kind of came across. But so technically you ain't finding anything useful.
Well, nothing useful. You think you can find anything on mystical objects? Do you know where to go here?
Look around. Going.
You hear a door open from the back. Who's in there?
I grab Oscar's shoulder. We leave now.
Okay. We walk in. I make a door appear in front of us.
Alright.
Directly in front of the library.
So as this figure
The
starts
inn,
to walk
please.
out,
Yeah.
Where do you vamp out at?
Well, we need to pick up Cindy. Right in front of the library.
You vamp outside the door. You're right outside the library. You see Sydney out there trying to hold her stall with these lovely sweet rolls and whatever she has. Nobody's paying her any attention though. Though there is a tiefling that kind of dances over there, just kind of watching, like, huh, yeah, you would make a good find, he says to her.
Going to kind of walk past Cindy and grab her and just we're leaving.
And Sydney, you're being
I'm
pulled.
so good at this.
You were being pulled away as this black-skinned tiefling kind of came over and was trying to look you over.
Wow.
Oh, where are you going, young lady? Come back.
Sorry, man. She's been had.
Oh, okay. You letting her go without a collar? You might want to fix that. And he walks off.
What does he mean by that?
I have no idea. I just said something and he implied it in
Yeah.
however he wanted.
So you guys make your way back to the inn. Leo and Borden just kind of waiting around, I guess, or what are you guys doing while they're off?
Can I have the key?
Seeing what you did last time with a door, I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Well, then will you come with me into the door?
You want to go now?
Yeah.
I mean, this conversation had to take place like maybe halfway after they left.
Yep. That's what I was going for.
Yeah. So you guys are like waiting for him. You could see, like, I'm imagining, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I can imagine Leo's just kind of patting his hands against himself, like trying to be like, hurry up, let's do something, this is getting boring, kind of feel to him. And Borden, he's kind of recognized this before in the past, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just throwing that out there. Sounds about right?
Yeah, it's looking a little bit impatient, a little anxious,
Yeah.
perhaps a little scared.
So with that, more
Well-
tough. Or what?
I'll give him points. I'm glad he says something now instead of me going in the middle of the night like I had originally planned.
So 8 o'clock comes around. You guys are kind of nursing your drinks, be it tea or ale or whatever you wish to have. And
Well,
there you go. And you kind of see. You guys are kind of rushing back into the inn at this point, I would think, right? Like after that quick incident, you're like, okay, we need to hurry up, get back inside here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the three of them start piling into the inn, and they kind of slam the door behind them. And see.
Did you just go director on us?
Yeah, I'm like, here, this is your moment. Go. And insane. Alright, so you all die from blacking out because you weren't. No, just kidding.
Well,
So you see the three of them
Sorry.
later. By all means, go ahead and Start your conversation. You see those three frantically coming in.
Well, can we go back to when me and Gordon were just talking? He didn't say no or yes. If
He
you wanted to
said
come
he
with
said no to you right off the bat.
I said no right off the bat, but
And-
I also said something else
All
that
right,
was
well,
supposed to be like a nudge, nudge, wink, wink sort of deal. Did that last part not come through?
I thought I heard it. Like, yeah, and I was just pretty much summarizing what I was seeing, making sure that you guys agreed with it. If not, if there's something I missed, let's chime in. This is your part. We'll say they haven't come in yet, but is there anything else the two of you wish to discuss? Go right ahead.
Yeah, I said I'm glad you said something instead of me going alone at midnight like I'd planned.
Well,
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That was the whole.
yeah, the first time you said it, it sounded like you were talking to the dungeon master.
Oh no.
But okay, that was directed at Leo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that was directed at Leo.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. But yeah. So, was there anything else the two of you needed to talk to before we let those three come in? Then?
Well, yeah, we're gonna go visit Minerva.
It's not
Yeah.
midnight.
Oh, we want to go to. Why not right now?
Because they're expecting to walk back in here and find us.
They're gonna do some research. I mean, that takes a while, doesn't it? I don't really read books very often, but it seems like that book that Zara's been after is.
Zara's book is
taken-
magic.
Aren't they all?
Now you're just being obstructively obtuse.
Leo doesn't read books.
Well, that's fine for Leo. Alright, so now enters these three frantically rushing in because they wanted to get out of the traffic. Anyone want to start as you see your friends re-enter or you re-enter?
Dang
The
it, I
thing is,
forgot
they
the
ran in
sweet
like
rolls.
the devil himself was, after them. No offense to possible present company.
What were you saying, Insidaria?
I forgot the sweet rolls. Dang it.
Yep, there's probably a couple of cats snatching them up or somebody just taking them. Lord only knows, but you got pulled away and now... Sarah, Oscar, what do you got to say to your friends as you re-enter?
Please
We
tell me
didn't-
you found something.
We didn't.
Apparently the place is, well, first off closed, so Oscar did this thing. We snuck in. And apparently someone knew someone got in. We left.
And it is like after dark. I don't think it's a school, right?
No.
No.
So like,
Well,
it's not like 24 access, open the computer lab or whatever.
No.
So with that avenue closed for the moment, what else do we want to do? As it is now about 8:30.
So what are we gonna do now since there's no research? Are you guys gonna go back in the morning?
Yeah, we can go back in the morning. For right now, we can get to bed.
Yeah.
Seems like the best thing to do at the moment.
Alright, so tell me what everybody's doing to prepare for bed then. And like, are we all going to bed or what's the ideal? What's the scenario?
I'm going
I'm
to my
going to-
room.
I'm going to read my book for a bit. Until an hour or 11.
Did we all have a room, or was it just Chew and Chew?
You
or
have your own room and the guys are kind of bunked together with the other guy.
I think me and Zareth would be together, I guess.
That makes it
money.
easy.
Yeah, Gordon and Leo were together.
That's part of why I was like,
Alright, so nighttime setting in. Zareth is spending a couple hours in the book. Is he going to sleep tonight or what?
Yes, considering that we're planning to meet up with Minerva tomorrow evening.
Alright. So, with that, Oscar and Zareth are in the same room, just kind of chilling out. Oscar's going right to bed then?
Yeah.
Alright, so you kind of turn over and just kind of start to relax from the day. What's Sydney doing?
Mhm. Cindy.
Just turning in for the night?
I don't know if she would trust the town or not.
This place is a lot shadier than Timor.
Your door's got a lock on it.
Okay, now I'm gonna lock the door and then proceed to sleep in armor, just in case.
Just in case. Alright, so for the narrative, then to get somewhere, let's say it's midnight now. Borden and Leo, what are we doing?
Guess it's time. Should
So
I
I'd
speak to our
catch,
friends?
no, I was gonna catch, an hour or two of shut eye before midnight because I go to, bed 10ish.
Yeah, so, yeah, you kind of take a quick...
Minimal interruption to my regular schedule.
Yeah, like, you can, if you need it, short rest if you think something might happen, if you want.
Considering nothing happened to me at all, but
Yeah.
expenditure of a spell slot or two.
Yeah, I don't think you get anything on a short rest, so...
I don't. It'd just be a short rest for flavor's sake.
Yeah, so you kind of rest your eyes. 10 o'clock rolls around, and it's still kind of dazed there, 11:30, and then it gets close to 12 o'clock.
He was not going to go to sleep, and he'll wake up Gordon at about 10 to midnight.
Yeah, so you get kind of, hey, whatever Leo wants to do to wake you up.
Hey, Gordon. It's midnight. Wakey, wakey.
I mean, I'm not gonna be that asleep.
Yeah, you can open your eyes.
So we go see what our crazy friend has in store for us.
Well, our crazy friend, we are the crazy friends right now.
Hey. I like that smile of yours. It's more chaotic than I'm used to.
I'd prefer not to think of it as chaos, more expediency.
Alright,
I
so,
approve. Let's go talk to our white tiefling friend.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Actually, first, what should we talk to her about? Like, what should we ask her? Should we
Well,
try to get on the
obviously, we're
same
going to
page?
get as much information as we should because she wants us to do this thing for her. It's somewhat ambiguous, task.
If you need
Should we
to
ask her about the little pyramid?
Sorry, I was just gonna say that note should be in your journal if you wanted to look it over again.
I mean, I've got a idea of what I'm going to be, like, my quote-unquote mission parameters are.
Okay.
I just need to hear what you're doing.
Yeah, is there like a, I hate to say a closet. I really do.
Sure, there's a... You're that
Because I
room.
just turn the key and, like open the closet doors, turn the key there, have the door appear where the closet door should be.
Yeah, you can do that. So you walk over to the closet, open it up, put the key in the air, take a twist. Is that right?
That's the plan.
You see the magical door appear.
So, remember last time I'm going to step in and, underfoot make sure that pressure plate is not there this time?
Well, as you walk in, no, it's not there. This whole room, this whole mansion's been reconfigured. You step in and you're on a black pedestal of sort. Like, you walk in, there's an entryway, and then it leads out to this black overrise, I guess you could say, and then like a platform, and then there's like these white towering rows of just going in a circle, like these little white pillars, with the top of it having like slabs going across it in a circular motion. And you just kind of look up there, and there's like a figure who's just kind of laying up there.
Hello, Minerva. We come at last.
She kind of stirs and make a perception check. She doesn't.
Sight based.
Yes, sight.
It doesn't matter. He's nat
Yeah,
20.
he nat 20'd it. And you look up at Minerva, and she doesn't have any horns, but she still has the same white, pale skin and greenish tinted eyes as she kind of stares down and says, "Oh, I was wondering how long I was going to have to wait. Where's the rest of your friends?"
They're all asleep, presumably, at this point.
So, my offer. I assume you got my letter since you're here.
Yes, we did. We just had a few questions. I like your offer, but we just had a few questions to ask you.
Oh?
Namely, your motivations in attempting to help us, seeing as the vampires only found out about you because of a incident with some charm spells.
She vamps from up there and then appears right on the pedestal and just kind of looks at you guys as you're still in the entranceway. It's like, yeah, about that. Very well, come on in. We'll have a discussion. Please shut the door.
Is it trapped like last time?
I was actually going to comment. Nice to see this place when it's not trying to kill us.
Oh, sorry about last time. I was just having a bit of fun. Everybody survived, so quite happy for that. But fear not, I didn't take any liberties to do anything this time. Please, shut the door. Enter.
Alright, I'll go ahead and shut the door and enter.
Alright. As you shut the door, it stays there, it's fine. And she kind of walks further off, and she kind of raises a finger, and a chair appears, and then 2 more chairs peer across from it. And she's like, have a seat, and go ahead and ask me your questions, and I'll do what I feel like.
So why are you asking us to go to this tower? You guys are obviously more well equipped and more stronger than we are. Why do you want us to go to the tower?
I believe she wants us to go to the tower to not risk her own people.
Yes, resources. I like to keep them in line. By the way, I'm thinking of your safety in this matter as well. I mean, consider it an investment if you would. If I help you guys get stronger, you could take care of the problem you created. It's only fair that you clean up your own mess, if I'm not mistaken. Just kind of...
The entire situation there was a mess, is an appropriate way to call it.
Yes, it was a little bit of mess, but you'd think it would be water off my back, but apparently they love to look into the information they got, and I did not like prying eyes at the time.
Where do your horns go?
Oh, these things, and that kind of melts back into existence. I was never a tiefling. I just liked their form.
Nice.
Interesting, a faker and another sort of faker. What a team.
Yes, it does create some interesting chaos, if you don't mind me saying. But I digress. Let's talk about the deal I offered. You will not find this tower in any of the books in the cities that you look for. It would take maybe even someone at the Arcana to even have a glimpse of what this tower is. In truth, it is in essence a pure chaos surrounding it, which, considering a deal I made a long time ago, makes it hard to scry into. So with that, if you want the information of how to get to this tower, all I need to hear is that you'll retrieve what I'm looking for.
See, and that leads to the next question. What exactly does this object do, per se? Obviously, it's important enough for you to want, but not important enough for you to get on your own. No offense intended.
Of course not. I would just love to add it to my collection already. I have a few pieces that already, well, you know, not having the whole thing just kind of ruins it.
Are you referring to the miasmic rocks?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and incite the piss out of that one.
Go ahead. You saw a light gleam of green shine from her eyes as she denied it, kind of giving you the hint that she's not being forthright.
Let's see. I'm not entirely sure I believe you, and if we're going to, as you say, engage in a business transaction, I need to know you're being forthright with us.
I mean, you could just go about your business the way you've been going. I promise you rewards. For, this tower has a specialty of creating treasure items and, things that could help adventurers like you. Of course, you have to go in there and fight things, but I'm sure you can manage. As she kind of eyes up Leo as she says that.
I mean, our new friend, I don't know if you've met her yet. She's kind of an explosive little bastard.
I don't think I had the pleasure of meeting her yet, personally. You need a...
Perhaps next time we meet, you can meet her. I feel like you guys would get along. She's very, I want to use the word spontaneous, but that kind of leads towards chaotic. So I think you guys would get along.
Perhaps. You never know.
I would call her impulsive.
Impulsive.
But again, back to the point at hand.
Oh, yes.
If we're going to engage in business, I do need to know I can trust you. Obviously, you can understand our reticence, seeing as one of the last times we saw you, you were, shall we say, enjoying dragons tearing apart, an entire war camp.
Oh, that... Wasn't it beautiful? But look on the bright side. There was no war after that. Brilliant. Chaos saved the world. And she kind of flutters her arms out.
Wouldn't quite say chaos saved the world. There were many casualties.
Oh, yes. But what's war without casualties? I was just happy to see it end.
See, and even if you wish to overlook that particular interaction, you gave us a key to, quote, a safe place that then intended, full of traps.
To be fair,
You understand trust isn't your strong point with us right now.
To be fair, that key was given to you by some strange old man in a town, if I recall.
Some strange old man, and you happen to know about it and can alter appearances and how this place looks? Seems awfully convenient.
It is, isn't it? Very convenient. By all means, though. You're here at my place. So, what's the answer that I'm looking for? I mean, you might want me to be more truthful to you, and you may think I am deceiving you at this point. Truth be told, yes, I need somebody else to go in there. I can't send my forces, no. They're too tied up in other things, especially now since the two of them have to heal from a long session of fire breath and fire spells of sorts. Good on you. Good on your crew.
Hey, that wasn't us. That was the old lady, man.
Well, I will definitely have to pay her a visit. But I digress. Let's see here. So, you want my trust. Or you want to be able to trust, I should say.
Perhaps a better way of putting it.
Humor me. What would it be for me to make you trust me?
I really don't feel like getting into a big philosophical discussion about trust and exactly how that works and is built. Can we sort of synopsize that,
Well, yeah, just give me a general idea of what you want to try to explain to her, and we'll see if there's a role involved.
Well, considering she tried to neatly sidestep the question about miasmic rocks and shoot straight with us, we'll shoot straight with you, and seeing as you're seeking our help with this, we're not just going to hand over an unknown object of unknown power.
Well, then.
Because, for all she knows, and I'll even point this out to her, we get the location, we go in there, we, do what we need, and then we abscond to parts unknown, and she gets to hunt us down across the continents and or the multiverse if we decide to run that far.
True.
So obviously, I hate to say it, but there's a bit of a Mexican standoff here.
Yeah, because at the same time, she doesn't have to deal with you directly. She can go deal with the outer problems. Because that's what she'll remind you. It's like, well, could just pay Ninny a visit. Maybe that girl that doesn't really live. I thought I was doing her a favor by ordering her execution. Pity that.
Oh, you kind of failed at that part.
Well, you guys did your job, right?
And now you want us to continue doing a job. See the,
Vampires. They're a problem for both of us mutually. Now, you as a cleric of Kazia, I think would appreciate the fact that I would personally help you eliminate them after completing the task. Otherwise, that's a problem you could solve all on your own. And
Is there any help you can give us for the tower?
I can give you the location. That's the help that I can give you at the moment. Prove your worth to me, and then I can give you more. So, who's earning whose trust here? Now, when I wrote the letter, I was expecting positivity, a surety, if you would. A simple, yes ma'am, would have done. But instead, we're having this long, drawn-out conversation, and it's boring me. So, what's it going to be? She just kind of opens a hand out to you guys, like, what's your answer?
I'll go ahead and look towards Borden.
It's not often I get to use the phrase "deal with the devil" and not actually dealing with the devil in D&D.
Do we have an accord? And she'll extend a hand. Out to shake if anybody wants to take it to say yes or no, or whatever you want to do.
We'll go work on this tower on the condition once the stone is obtained you tell us what it is.
As long as it's in my possession, I'll be more than happy to tell you what it is.
And if this is just one of your sick jokes, we're not going to laugh.
Oh, I'm not even laughing. So what is it? Yes or no? And she's waiting for somebody to shake her hand.
Yeah, not a fan of the whole handshake, but...
I mean, I could shake her hand, but I was waiting for your go ahead.
I mean, we don't have any other options to figure all this shit out and protect our friends. So,
Deal
gotta
with
do
the
what you
devil
gotta
it
do.
is. Okay, I'll go ahead and shake her hand then.
She takes your hand, and this little green light around her hand kind of dances for a moment as she says, "So that's a yes then, right?"
It is a yes.
And the
Only
light,
broken is if you fuck us over.
with the yes, it flickers around her hand, and you can feel like a mark kind of burn into yours for a second, and then it fades away just as fast as it got put. Very well then. Then I shall allow you to leave on your own accord. Oh, the information. How silly of me.
I was like wondering, like, what the hell?
She'll,
You're asleep. Be quiet.
yeah, go back to bed. She'll reach down into like a blouse of her thing there and pull out a piece of paper and just kind of hand it over. For the moment, it's blank. But hold on to that sheet of paper, and by tomorrow, it'll have the information you're looking for. Well,
Very well.
go. Shoot, fly.
Adios.
Until we meet again. And I do hope it's very soon, because, it's been a long century.
Well, you look good for your age. As I
Why,
walk up.
thank you. Make a persuasion check as you walk out. Might as well have some fun with that one. I do try. Yeah, she's not buying it, though. But she'll mock you about it anyway. So yeah, you guys walk out. The door is there for 24 hours. So there you go.
Yeah, there's just a door in our closet.
Mm-hmm. But the door shuts behind you as you walk out. You're free to do whatever you want now at this point. You got a piece of paper that's about like a map size. Like you unfold it and it's like a map, but it's nothing on there at the moment.
That would be the first map I'm carrying.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys want to do now that you have the rest of the night?
Well, there is in fact sleep to get a good amount of.
We're gonna shut the closet door and lock it up so she just can't come in. Sorry, that was my idea.
No.
I mean,
think we
if-
can trust her. I made a pact with her, so I mean,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
she fucks us over.
Matter of fact, if you kind of rub over, like, I don't know, like, do you have like gloves on or anything?
For the handshake, I would have taken the glove off.
Yeah, you can see like a circular symbol in the middle of your top part of your hand with several arrows pointing outward.
Cool.
Yep.
Is this symbol recognizable?
You can make a religion check or an arcana. Either one of you. I think you're both in religion, right?
Yeah, we've both got religion.
Yep. Leo, you look down, you're like, that is the mark of chaos. Been rolling.
Quilana's mark. Would it matter, or would it? Doesn't really matter. Back when this next fight, I'll be rolling ones to my left and right.
Oh, I know, right?
I was about to
so-
say, like, I keep, like,
He
you
is
know, what
nailing
kind of a
his
check
social
do you want? And then he's just in on the roll, stealing all the,
Yeah, yeah. He's like-
you're burning all your good rolls, dude. You're burning them.
But yeah, with that, you kind of notice the mark on him as well, and you're like, damn it, you're marked. But yeah, you guys turn in then, right?
Yep, now I get to explain to everyone else exactly what happened.
Alright, so for the sake of brevity and just to get through this scenario, everybody manages to get a long rest. Let me check something though. This might be against Cindy. Alright, she wasn't interested. Alright, so with that, everybody gets a long rest. Nice. And yeah, if you have charges that get recharged, you get to roll those. Plus you get half of your hit point die if you used them for a short rest the days before, but I'm pretty sure we've been kind of going steady, like 1-day events. But now, new morning, about what, 7 or 8 a.m. people start waking up. You guys,
About 7, yes.
yeah, are you all going to meet down at the common room, or do you guys want to have a conversation at someone's room, knock on the door? I mean, how do you want to proceed with the day now that it's all
We'd all
yours?
meet in the commons. No one else knows
Yeah.
anything's afoot.
All right.
I'm going to go down and get breakfast.
Yeah, so everybody's...
And then we're going to go to the library again.
Alright, so breakfast is had. For the sake of last night's meal and this morning's meal, just take a silver off everybody. You know, you're getting well fed and plenty of drinks. But you're all in the common room here. Having
Up to silver to gold again.
10
That's
silver.
10
is
silver to the 1 gold.
Yep.
Right.
1 to 10. Or 10 to 1. In that case, yeah. But you're all gathered in the common room and you can have a conversation, so all over breakfast. Nom 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 nom.
So
So
who
off to
else?
search.
Go ahead.
So off to search for more information about the tower, everyone.
Yeah, who's gonna come with the research?
I don't read books, and I don't think we need to go research.
Why is that?
Like I told you, we don't. You're not going to find anything, and we already have the location.
I was kind of going to look for the tower and the stone that was mentioned.
I believe the stone mentioned is one of those miasmic rocks.
And how do you know?
It was a midnight chat, shall we say.
We didn't want Minerva to kill our friends or your sister, looking directly at Oscar. So we talked to her last night.
How did it go?
Oh, pretty well. She didn't kill us.
That's
So I'm
very
gonna
weird.
hold out the paper.
You can see it starting to coalesce with ink. And right now you can see the outline of Calvona. Matter of fact, you can see details of Calvona, like certain locations. And then there's like things pointing to certain locations in this town with like a script of some sort. Does anybody speak Infernal? Or read Infernal?
I don't know that that's reading.
Yeah, you can make that out. You can see that it's basically in Infernal, just labeling what's where, and you know, like you're at the Bear Claw Tavern or whatever, and you know, it's just pointing out all the locations of certain shops and certain businesses that just might be a point of interest. Kind
Is
of
it
like
okay if I try to copy that down?
What, make your own personal copy of the map?
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing about this map is right now it's just showing you the outline of Calvona. But yeah, you can definitely make an intelligence check, unless you have some skill that gives you map making skills. Cartographer's kit, I believe.
Yeah, it's cartographers for map.
Okay.
You make a rough sketch, and for the most part, you think you got most of it down, right? But
Yeah.
this is going to take a little bit of time. So they're putting this piece of paper down. You're seeing the outline. You're like, oh, and you start drawing at this point.
Yeah. I don't want to get lost again.
Good luck. Map only gives advantage. I can't stop you if you roll double ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are.
So, you guys made some kind of deal?
She gave us the map. We agreed to investigate and attempt to locate the rock.
Is that exactly what is being said?
You want to insight check him?
I'm straight out asking him.
Oh, I was going to say you can do that too.
Well, I'll take
I mean,
that.
I was
insight.
forthright with facts. They,
Well, it should be fine. So,
Yeah. Yeah, he's forthright. He's not. Maybe he, with that role there, you kind of like.
I mean, I'm not wanting to throw out Leo's possible condition to him just on a whim.
No. Like, what you assume here is like you're being paranoid. Is basically what's going on here, and that's why your line of questioning. But your paranoia is making you think there's something else going on here when you could, in fact, be chasing shadows. Who knows? Like, that's how you feel about this situation at the moment.
No, I'm trying to figure out what the deal is and then figure out how a way I can circumvent it entirely.
Yeah, you're being paranoid. So, continue. But yeah, he asked you about that deal. And not the deal, but how the deal with the investigation goes. So yeah, he pretty much told you that. So, yeah, where do you guys want to go with that?
So yeah, got it all taken care of. We still don't know a whole lot about the tower. She said no one in Parenthia would know about the tower. No books. Maybe only the Arcana might have some old dusty book about it.
And she also mentioned it'd be very difficult to see in case we tried to seek out Ninny again or a similarly gifted type.
She also threatened to go visit Ninny.
In Sidaria, make a perception check. Continue. Go ahead, Sarah.
I forgot what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I was just trying to chime in because I'm putting stuff on the table here and I'm trying to make sure it gets noticed or not, and it hasn't. Go ahead.
Well, we might send a message to Nini then anyway, saying that she should expect company regardless.
I think those ladies already know. We warned them enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't be forgetting about Minerva anytime soon.
Hey guys, I'm unable to finish this map. It keeps on adding stuff when it's just about to finish.
Well,
Yeah,
keep
I don't
going
know
at
why
it
I
then.
need it.
No, I'm adding stuff, but you didn't notice it, so don't worry about it. You just finished the last block and you're like, okay, that's gotta be it, but whatever else got added, you didn't notice.
Oh. Well, that's the rule.
But I was waiting for the conversation to progress a bit and see how much time passes. So, yeah, what do you guys want to do at this point?
I guess we wait until the map fills in to where we need to go, and then go check it out.
And she told us tomorrow it should be, workable, so...
Yeah, and you're all noticing the map kind of filled up a bit. So, whoever wants to make this perception check can get advantage with everybody just kind of aiding.
Is this a sight one? Because
Yes.
I don't need assists on sight, but...
Yeah, it'd be a sight. I mean, if you want to make
I
this
will
check...
help anyone willing to take a look at it.
I will try to take a look at it with the help of Sarah then.
Then, go ahead.
Say that was my role.
Alright. Cindy, you're just too busy scribbling away, but Borden, you notice some strange text that's popping up on the street leading north. And, it's like moving letters.
I mean, we got someone that can read it, so I'm gonna point it out and be like, hey, there's a thing here. I
Yeah.
don't bloody read Infernal. How about you tell me?
I'll read it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was about to say. Yeah, what does it say? I don't know. You tell me. It says, like...
Minerva was here.
Yeah, you should have known. The path leads this way, and it's got, like, an arrow pointing up north.
I think the map is wanting us to follow that strand of text.
Yeah, not like we got many other options. It's get a move on if we got direction.
Well, let's stock up on supplies first then. Who knows what we're gonna get ourselves into.
What do you think we need? We have a lot of shit.
Healing
here.
potions never hurt.
I'm sitting on a bunch of healing potions.
I
We
have
haven't
some.
really
All right,
had an encounter in a while, so
yeah. Why don't you
Well,
guys
we
go
haven't
ahead?
had a.
Yeah, take stock of what you got. Like, tell everybody what you have, and then share that information. That way, you know what you got. And then, if you feel like you still need to stock up, by all means. Like, how are we looking on healing potions, everybody?
I currently have 4, everyone.
Regular or greater or what?
Regular.
All right,
I have 3 regular.
all right.
I have
3
two
regular, 1.
Oh,
So I got 3 regular, 1 greater.
all right.
I have 7 regular and 2 greater.
Damn, you are stocked. All right. So now you got an idea of how many potions you got. Is there anything else you want to do in town before you follow the map?
Oh yeah, and I also have 110 feet of hemp rope.
Good for you. It'd be perfect to tie around, and just kind of.
It's perfect to tie
I
you
feel
up.
like we need to tie it on, like, just put. I don't want to say, a child leash on you sometimes, but.
How about a lead box? We just put her in a lead box. That way, her little fire doesn't.
All right, we're getting off track here. But yeah,
I was thinking more
that
to
conversation
extract
needs
from
to happen.
sweet stores.
That conversation might need to happen too. So,
Right now, the anger's just building. It'll explode maybe later.
all right. So
Looking at the map, is are the letters going near the Arcana, or are they going the opposite way?
well, they're leading north out of town, and you know for a fact that the desert region is north. And this map is kind of strange because it's not like actual inked in. It seems to be like floating in the paper. Like you feel like if you move a little bit, it moves with it. The map itself like kind of shifts accordingly.
We've essentially got the Marauders map.
Yeah, you got a
It just shows
overworld map.
Places, not people.
Like whenever you're playing in video games, you got that little map on the side there, and you're moving up, and it changes. Yeah, that's pretty much what you got going on here.
We have a mini map.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what's the objective, guys? Because you are
Is
about
there
to go into a
anything else
desert,
we think we need?
and I think
Well, I
Leo
would like to
posted-
stock up on some more potions, and if we can spare the time, 2 days so that I can wrap up this book.
We're not gonna wait around 2 days.
I think this is a little almost urgent.
I mean, you can stay back if you want to read your book, but
I'm sure in the desert we're going to need some type of transportation. We should be able to have some downtime with someone driving us.
All right. Well, I need to know what you want to do to prepare. Like, where do you want to go?
do we need
I
some
would like-
water? Do we need some desert clothes?
I believe water skins.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking about water skins, I have a bag full of wine for Cindy that we took from the house like 2-3 days ago.
Okay. Thanks for the wine. I believe I'm awake.
All right. So, what are we doing? I'm gonna move us along then. You guys want to
water?
go to a general shop by chance, or what?
I think that might be the most expedient to get
No,
most everything we need.
you want to just expedite this then?
Yep.
Yeah, I need to stop by the Arcana for just a second.
The Arcanium.
I'll go with him because I want healing potions.
All right. So, those who go to Granny's Grumble is the general shop here. Some old lady's gonna march over her store and watch you come in. Basically, you're needing what? Water skins and
Borden is currently being magical, flitting about wherever the money is needed should that occur.
you guys might want to stick together just in case. I'm looking in the wrong thing.
I'm not the pickiest where I'm at.
Alright, so water skin can hold up to 4 pints of liquid. Nice. Now tell me how much it costs. That's the one thing about Roll20. They don't show you like the player handbook prices. So I'm gonna have to look that up, I guess.
No, that would be awfully convenient.
That would be, and I think they should do that. Hey, Roll20, would you please put the prices on the stuff that's in the player handbook? Thank you. Because, you know, I bought the book twice. Alright, but I got the page marked here, so we're good. Water skins are 2 silver piece each. So, how many do you want to get?
I'm gonna buy 30.
Same here.
30? Alright.
No, 3.
Oh, 3. Okay, it was like 30. Damn, that's a lot.
Trace.
So yeah, 6 silver pieces for 3 wine skins. Anybody else? Well, you know the price. However many you want. And yeah, water's a good commodity around here. Probably should bump
Yeah, I'll
this
get
up.
the same amount.
Alright. And anything else you guys want to get from the general store? Otherwise, we'll go to the Arcadium. And the Arcadium...
Yeah, I'll pick up a couple myself. Just, you know, you can never have too much in a desert.
Yeah, that's fine. And you all have rations, right? I mean, I don't know how long you're going to be out there, but you never know. Going to the Arcanium, there's about 3 regular healing potions and 2 greater that he has for sale.
Let's clear them out.
So the regular potions...
We don't know what we're walking into.
Oh, I also got to consider Calvona is also...
Do we ever?
No, you don't.
I mean, when we went into the sewer, we didn't expect a bunch of gnolls,
That is...
and we passed
we
up on
expected-
like.
No, we
gnolls.
expected the gnolls. We didn't
Oh,
expect
yeah.
the magic portal to, you know, shitberg.
Yeah, and we passed up on like I think it was like 10 regular healing potions, and we just didn't
They're
bother.
in the mimic room.
Oh no, before we went into the sewer, we went to the magic shop and they offered us like 10 healing potions.
Yeah, they just got a shipment in, but again, we weren't planning on being gone that damn long.
That is true. Yeah, they need to put more potions in here too. But anyway. Gotta grab the old DM we got in that one, I believe. But the normal price for regular healing potions is usually 50 gold.
It's difficult.
However, you are in Calvona, and that brings it to about 70 gold. He'll tell you simply, 70 gold for the regular potions. And I will double check my greater healing just to make sure I give you the right price for that as well. But are you going to just buy them out at 70 or what's the deal?
Try to cut a deal since we're buying in bulk.
Right,
Does he have a decanter of endless water for sale?
we can roll for that here in just a second. That's a good question though.
And
Alright,
I
so
also need to move first roll.
yeah. So greater or uncommon, and I believe that's what else were you wanting? Oscar, what did you say?
Find familiar.
Alright. Just looking for my rarities. There they are. Alright, so that's up to there. Alright, so 70 go for the regular potions, and then he'll tell you 300 for the greater. If you want to cut a deal, who's going to roll the persuasion?
I figure we get a running total on everything we're purchasing before we try to.
Yeah, just... Now I'm forgetting how many potions I told you. Do you remember what I said?
3 normal, 2 greater, so
Alright,
that's
3 and 2, okay. So,
740.
alright. But you want to make a
I
persuasion
believe-
check for me?
Oh, what was her name again?
I don't know who you're talking to. We're talking to a drow right now. Male
Yeah,
drow.
exactly, man.
It was Granny's something.
Grammy was over
No.
there at the General. You're at the Arcanium now. And Granny will tell you have to go to the Arcanium to get the potions. They're regulated.
Present is from the guy in Timor.
I need a persuasion check.
Oh well, I'll just make it.
Yes, please. You are the rogue.
Wait, is this for the potions?
Yes, this is for the
For
potion lot.
discount, yes.
Do you want to roll it? I
There's
mean,
okay, so there's no magic items here. We
I'm
mentioned
not.
the decanter and a few
okay.
other things.
Okay, sorry. I apologize. Let me double check that then. DC, what? Okay, you're looking for a decanter, endless water. Let me see if that's
It's an uncommon item.
all right. They happen to have 2 of them for 500 gold each.
Well, let's definitely buy one of them.
All right, so you guys are buying one. And then what else?
Yeah.
Was there-
They didn't have Oscar Scroll, right?
oh yeah,
find
yeah. The
familiar.
scroll find familiar would definitely be there. That's level 1, right?
So level 1.
Yeah, so that'd be 100 gold for that.
So
And
we're at-
add 200 to it. Or, sorry, 100 to it.
All right, so what's our running total there?
So we're at 700 magic items, and then the potions were 70 apiece.
And then 300.
1440.
Yeah, 1440.
Alright, so whoever is rolling the persuasion, now that we have everything totaled.
Sure, I'll roll it. 11.
Plus.
I mean, you're getting help.
Yeah, you're getting helped.
Yeah.
So that's a natural 20.
And it's a natural 20.
Because it doesn't make sense about the way. Hey, can we get these?
All right, so after lumping it all together, what was the grand total you said?
1440.
Okay, plus 100. Oh no. Okay. I will say I might be able to make a deal with that. 1,000 gold, and it's all yours.
Done.
Yep. So,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, so that's a good deal on that. So 1,000 gold gets you 3 regular healing, 2 greater, the decanter of endless water, and your find familiar scroll. What else?
At least now we don't have to worry about water in the
Yeah.
desert.
There you go. Well, hey, now you got a source of
Yeah,
water.
just having a place to store the water after we pour it out is the trick.
Which is why you got the water skins, right?
Yes.
Here you
That's
go.
why I have multiple of them.
Well, we can just drink out of the decanter. It just produces endless water.
Yeah, but that's
It does, in fact, we can't use it morning, noon, night. We carry water skins to have it with us.
Okay.
And it saves me from having to piss on you if you catch on fire.
Let's burn some. Alright, so now you got your water, you got your scrolls, you got your potions, you're feeling more prepared. What's next?
Let's get some camels and go north.
yeah.
I was
you know what
thinking
a
of a
camel
slight
is?
side trip, but
No, by all means. What were you
What were you
thinking?
thinking?
I've commented multiple times. I'm still wearing chain.
Oh, yeah? You want to treat yourself? Is that what I'm hearing?
I want to look to see what they have in dwarf size. You see the thing there?
Yeah. I'm with you. Let me see if I got a shop already written up. Otherwise, it's probably something we haven't explored yet. I will double check.
Maybe something in orc size too.
Maybe. Might be able to do something there for you. Yeah. There's a blacksmith that's about going on the way out of town. Like if you were to go back to the inn and ask, hey, is there a place where I can buy armor? They tell you about a blacksmith that's out, right before you reach the end of the gate towards the exit of town. There's a blacksmith that has a big old smithy there. You could probably find him, and he'll be able to suit you up in almost anything you need. But the moment you're at the stables, where you might want to go ahead and pick up the camels.
Seeing as we're going into the desert, camels would be better.
Yeah.
Ah. There's a couple of noisy camels off to the side and everything, and the half-orc's kind of looking up. So, said you were going to the desert, or?
That's what we've been told. It's in a desert.
So, how many camels? Well, I guess you're all going to need your own camel then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, can one camel fit multiple people?
Well, if they were two halflings, maybe, but no.
We'll see. And we can't take a sledge, can we?
How do you mean?
We'll
Oh,
be traveling over sand. if we need
yeah,
to.
probably could, but I wouldn't recommend doing it right off the bat because it's, part of it's sand, part of it's hard ground until you get further out.
Yeah.
I mean, probably fashion.
I could, if we move slow enough, I mean, we could just carry it on the disc.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
That is slow moving though. That's as the GM saying.
We should just get the camel.
Look, if you want to get 5 of these camels, and if you're bringing them back, or do you want to buy them?
We'll bring them back.
Then,
We'll do our best to bring them back.
I tell you what, I'm gonna need a $500 deposit because these are very treasured creatures here, especially for desert.
What is
travel.
a dollar, sir?
Yes, what
500.
is that?
500 gold, middle finger. Can you see it? Give me all your money. 500 gold for a deposit and everything, and then once you come back with all of them, I'll give you 400 back.
Can't argue too much there.
Yeah, so
I'm assuming he'll take platinum.
yeah, sure, anything. I'm gonna make a handout here so I don't forget this nonsense. Horse renting. And 500 deposit. 100.
400 on return.
Oh yeah. 400 on return. Alright, and with that, you'll take your accursed dollar coins and Oscar, you can ask that now if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Quit making me read.
Can I just take out 10 gold? Because I totally forgot to get spoken bonus.
Yeah, by all means. By all means, yeah. But, managed to raffle up some camels, and now you're ready to go buy some gear at the armory. Make your way up north. You stop by this large factory-like size, almost, maybe a refinery / blacksmith. You can hear banging of like several hammers going off deep inside this building as you walk in, and then this silvered-haired dwarf is kind of like running a register up front.
Is it okay if I be there as well?
Yeah, everybody's here.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah, it's no point in being away from this. But yeah, you walk in and basically, welcome. What can I get for you?
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I believe my dwarf friend here is looking for a new set of armor.
Yeah.
And I myself am looking for a shield.
Yeah. Well, come right spot. He kind of spits in a bucket and comes out from the counter. As you see, kind of points at 3 different types of equipment there. He's got like breastplates on a mannequin. He's got a half plate on a mannequin. There's some ring mails, some chain mails, and then there's about 2 other mannequins on the other side, dressed in full plate. And then he turns to you. Shield?
Yes, and a very peculiar blade, but I don't think you would carry it.
Just here. He gives you like a circle metal shield. It's kind of made out of bronze for the most part. 10 gold piece for shield. Then he points over to the plate mail. 2,000 for plate mail.
For all of it?
You want shell, 20 gold. Are you wanting plate mail too? Twing.
Okay, if I buy a shield as well.
He pulls up another brass shield and hands it off. It's like 10 gold. And he's kind of holding his hand out for it. But the plate mail situation is, if you want plate mail, he wants 2,000 gold for the full set of plate mail.
I hand him over 10 gold.
Yeah, you're just taking care of your own transaction at this point. But now, here's the, you can see various sizes of plate mail. So what you're looking for is here if you want just regular plate mail. But, the price is 2,000 here in Calvona.
I was looking, just angling more towards Splint right now.
Splint? Yeah, we could do that. Takes you over to another mannequin that has some splint mails, various sizes. Get a lot of our kind here. So he definitely has dwarven, because dwarves, we're going to take care of ourselves first, right? Here you go. Got this splint mail. It's 400 gold for this. Much cheaper than full plate, but
The Splint should be closer to
I know.
200 if I'm not mistaken.
I know. You know, but you're in Calvona. Everything's kind of overcharged. But yeah, he's gonna be like, so will that be it? Is that what you want? What about you, half orc?
2,000 gold, a little bit too expensive for my taste. How about 1,500, and I'll give you my current armor I'm wearing.
What are you wearing right now, anyway?
Splint.
No. I'm like, well, we could just give it to him, and then, but make a
Sizing's off.
Yeah, make a persuasion check with that. Holy smoke!
Oh, we better not do any combat today. I'm fucked.
Yeah, he kind of stares at you. It's like, tell you what. Yeah, I'll do it. 1,500 and your splint. You want to fit here? You want us to go ahead and help you don it?
I'd want to check the fit on it at least.
Yeah. And okay, so if you want, I will go ahead and let the splint mail go for 200 as well with that persuasion roll, since you're together. So you can get it at base price with that good persuasion roll. So 1,700 gold for full plate and splint mail if you want to take that off. And you guys spend a little bit of time in here just kind of fitting, getting everything right, make sure it's comfortable. And you're just kind of getting your bearing, getting your AC back to where you want it, I'm sure. And yeah,
I just was looking for a 1-point buff since we're going to a Tower of Nightmare. Haha.
Ha 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 ha.
Since we're here,
Yeah.
you do metalworking, correct?
Yeah,
Do you have a do you happen to have a brass brazier here? A small one.
Brazier for.
You want a brass bra?
Well, yeah, be more specific, because I'm trying to figure this. Is this for like a lady friend?
No, it's hang on.
Oh, a fire pit. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
thinking something
I
else
was
too.
confused.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
for the sake of expediency, he's going to refer you to a furniture shop that he ships all these items to whenever they get made. And from there, I'm guessing you're like wanting a chain brazier that you can kind of hold around for light. Is that what you're looking for, or?
No, hang on.
Yeah, you better be more specific here, because I need to know what you're talking about. The what?
The end of the components. I need to have one of those too.
Oh, okay. So you just need like a brass brazier. That, you know what? That's like basically a cup, or not a cup, but like a metal pan that kind of dips in. He could literally
Yeah,
sell you a shield, and that would be your brazier. He
Okay.
he actually
A very, very small shield, but
Okay,
we have
so he'll
brass shields at the moment.
yeah, I'm about to say, but no, he brings you this brass buckler, and it's like it indents in deep enough to where, like, if you needed to, you could actually, light a fire in there and get it built up. And it's made out of brass, and everything's riveted in, so there's no wood on this little brass buckler. If you wanted to, you could probably add +1 AC if you ever used it, but at this
Okay.
point, you can use it to be your brass brazier. Brazier. That
Okay.
brazier threw me off. Brazier is what I would have been more keen to, I think. But yeah. So something to light your spell components in.
Okay, how much would that be?
Tingo.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you need to, you got a +1 AC buckler if you put it on. But keep in mind that might ruin your spell casting. Alright, so everybody geared up? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Is there any other order of business in town before you leave?
I think we're good.
Alright.
I got my bump.
There you go.
Created up the thing of chainmail to put in the bag for places where they'll actually offer a more respectable price. That are all hanging in my, room back at the house for, memento.
For sake.
There you go. So, you guys start traveling out on your camels. Make your way out north of Calvona. Who's got the map?
I give the actual map to someone else, and I hold my.
Yeah.
I think it'll be going between me and Borden. I think.
Yeah, I'd probably just the two of us ride side by side. That way, if it updates with more horseshit speech.
Yeah. No, as you move forward out of town, you notice the buildings getting further and further behind, and then the open expanse of the map starts to burrow in, showing you the outline of the road. The canyon that you're currently in as you leave town, if you recall, there's like, for those who don't know though, there's like a 30 to 50 foot canyon on either side, so you guys kind of walk into a canyon after leaving the city going north, and then the air just gets really dry as you get closer and closer of leaving this canyon, and it starts to burrow into like complete desert. There's still hard road for you to walk on, and you can see the red emblem of the Infernal saying this way, and it kind of moves along with the road, and it's just like keeping a good compass until eventually it swerves you into the actual desert itself, where the road continues further east. It starts sending you up north. Oh man, at this point I think I would like to take a quick break because I think I need a soda. So how about we take 5
Yeah.
and we'll be right back. So let me go get a
Yeah.
drink and you guys take a 5-minute break. I'll see you here shortly, which will put us at time. Miles work for me. What are we looking at? 157, so be back here by 202.
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
So yeah, right at the start, I had a nosebleed. I'm slightly anemic, so I'm tired as fuck.
So you painted your keyboard red.
Yes. Pretty nice.
Oh my god.
Why
No,
would you paint your keyboard?
No,
You
I
had a
had a
nosebleed.
nosebleed at the start of the session, and I'm slightly anemic. I'm tired.
Okay. See, my brain didn't piece together the anemic and nosebleed part of that for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I know what it all is, but
Yeah.
Brain
You're
fart
the
complete.
oldest one in the group, so it's forgiven.
Yeah.
Star's older than me. You can go somewhere.
Yeah.
Star's not a character in the group, mate. He just tells the story.
I'll beat you with a rusty dildo.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my god.
How
would
to
you
get
use such a
rusty
thing?
is that weird thing.
It used to be made out of brass. Why do you think it's called razors?
I'm gonna throw away blood that I spit up.
Mm.
You guys vastly underestimate just how. No. You ever heard of a rusty trombone?
Mm.
That's why it's rusty dildo.
Mm.
Just one step removed. I hope we're not live on Twitch right now.
We are.
Demonetized.
I don't expect it.
Rip.
Mm-hmm. Can't demonetize Twitch, it's live. But we only got 2.
I'll be
viewers,
right back.
we're good. Yeah, you got a couple minutes, you better hurry. Not gonna lie, that first part of this session took longer than I thought it would.
Well, literally, deal with the devil isn't something we just jump into there.
That is true.
But still
So-
did.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I had the feeling, and not to, reflect poorly on Leo, that since the two of us were split in a room, that key was going to go missing.
Mm-hmm.
So I found it easier just to alright, we'll do it your way this time.
So
I really thought we threw that key away in the dungeon.
Nope.
No.
I kept track of it. I know who had it. You all wanted it done, but it was never said that it was. But, Oscar, what kind of familiar do you want when you actually use the spell?
I do have a question on that. Is it any way? Can I change shapes at all?
Yeah, it can.
Or,
Yeah, what do you want?
Once you get it, it's
Oh, you
that.
can every time you cast a spell, you can change its shape.
Okay.
It just costs 10 gold every
Yeah, no big deal.
cast.
For you,
I believe you're hard locked to certain creatures because you took it from the wizard
Yeah.
as a wizard spell.
Well, it's
I mean-
only a wizard spell, I think.
I would also argue that, yeah, he's hard locked to a wizard spell, but we're also in Calvona, so if he wanted to get, like an imp,
yeah, I would
Yeah,
allow
that's-
an imp. I would allow an imp.
I mean, you get like a dragon heritage, so it'd be cool if you could have like a pseudo dragon.
Yeah, I was
think
thinking either-
Chris would be mad about that, though, a hollow imitation of himself.
Wait,
Uh,
what? What's
I
going on?
was thinking either
Crimson.
imp, a snake, or a raven.
Well, you could change it out depending upon how you feel.
I know
But-
that's why I haven't cast it. And I need 2 hours to actually look at it first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta get it in your book.
yeah. I'm just thinking ahead of time, like, what are you gonna have out there? But yeah, so
But
this
no,
might not.
it's
this might
like
not even
snake
be.
would be good for the setting that we're going into because it's sand. You can probably go underground,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
the raven would be good for perspective, but the imp would probably
All right, so it should be everybody here now, right?
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, almost. I'm on my way upstairs.
All right. So,
To be honest, I like snake the most.
Wait, I forgot to switch accents then.
well, you can hear me. It's fine. I'll let you know if you need a row. But debating that this is going to be more than like a quick trip through the desert. But I don't see any reason to actually, like have the minor confrontations if you don't want them. But I don't know. We'll do 1 round of perception per however long we need to be out here, and we'll let everybody kind of keep an eye out. And this will count for nighttime as well.
Okay.
So this will be like, everybody's going to roll a perception for the entire day. And like whenever your watch comes up, if it's nighttime, that's going to be the thing that's going to count. We'll just kind of go through everything narratively and see if we can't get to where we need to go.
Yeah,
Sound
let's
good?
get to this tower.
Yeah, sound good to everybody?
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
so-
sure.
So day 1.
Sounds like I can't use my passive.
Yeah, well, tell you what, I'll let you use whatever's higher. Because some of this shit might not even happen. Anyway, day 1. Let's go ahead and roll perception. Good job, Leo.
Let's see what I can see.
Well, at least you saved it.
Look at all the natural
Well-
ones.
Right. Like I was a little concerned there.
So, yeah.
Well, my passive is 17. Does that count towards this then as well?
Yeah, I'll let it go. So, for the most part, everybody's been kind of like, ugh, I want to get there, you know, you got that gruff feeling. Strange thing about the desert, you see Allosaurus walking in packs, like maybe 120 feet away from you as you're following the map. Sometimes you see like a random dinosaur, like a Triceratops, just out there in the middle of nowhere. But you continue on, and then it gets late, and now it's starting to become nighttime. And the
What if
chill.
I wanted a new pair of boots?
Well, you want me to back
I'm
up
kidding.
and we'll go?
I'm kidding.
We can go fight this if you want. But yeah, but you continue on. Find a decent place to camp. First watch, whoever takes it. You know, for the most part, all your watch is gonna go by pretty easily. However, Leo, you feel like pinches on the inside of your armor. Like sometime in the night, either while you're sleeping or while you're waking up, and you can feel this thing pinching into your skin. It's like underneath your chest piece, down towards where your spleen might be. As you wake up, you kind of pull up your armor, just kind of releasing the restraints, and you see like a black scorpion just kind of pincering you with its claws. However, it hasn't stung you yet. What do you do?
Can I grab it and throw it at
Make it-
Cindy?
Make a dexterity check to grab it. No. Alright, I'm gonna do an attack. Attack roll on you with your natural AC, not your armor. Oh, well, it sees your hand come in and you're like, get off me. It rolled a 3, so I'm gonna say you technically grapple it, and you can make an attack roll, improvised weapon. Range attack. As you throw it towards it just lands in the desert and, you know, the sand, and it just scurries away. So that scenario just kind of avoids itself altogether. For a moment there in scenario, you almost thought Leo was throwing a scorpion at you, but it like fell so short it just went into the sand. You're like, oh, never mind. So yeah,
Leo, are you okay?
Fucker tried to bite me.
Yeah, you got little pinch marks, but he didn't sting you, so good for you. Get them ones out of the way
I
now.
don't care
right?
how valuable you are, I am not sucking out the venom.
Look at this, Leo. You rolled 2 natural ones here, so now we're getting the low rolls out of the way.
Hey,
Well, he's
real-
cursed.
By the way, Zareth, if you want it, we can allow you some time on the book.
I'll take it.
Let's see here. So, let's kind of go over like your traveling arrangement here. Well, what do you want to do? You want to stay up and try to read it all, or what's the scenario? Because I know your time's running out.
I
Couldn't-
have 36 hours left
Mm-hmm.
because I snuck in like 3 hours last night.
Mm-hmm.
So during travel, I might be able to stay in the back a bit and keep track with the group and get some reading done.
Yeah, we could tie a rope to the camel, leave
Well,
the other camel,
the-
so the camel just
The
follows.
thing about your manual though is you need to be able to do the study as well. Like you have to actually act out what it's teaching you. Like it's a manual that you have to practice what it's teaching you. So you have to have like your physicality is free. But I'll say for the sake of reading and getting ready to exercise it like that night, I'll give you 2 hours on the road, and then however many hours you want to spend after you guys make camp. And you probably make camp around 7 or 8 p.m.
Let's see, that is
Well, you figure that out. Razor or Oscar and Borden, you notice the map just kind of. Oscar would know. It's like BDO when you enter the desert. You don't see any shapes of anything, but you can see an arrow on the thing, but you don't know where's where. But however, the Inferno symbol is just kind of still pointing you in the right direction. Or at least you think it is.
I mean, we have no choice but to trust it. If we weren't keeping track of where we were, which I think we would be.
Sydney, did you want to try to map your way as well, or do you want to?
Yes, I could try to map it as well.
Is that an interest? I'm just asking.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make me an intelligence check as you're just kind of marking things on your map. Ooh, pretty sun. You draw a circle.
Yes.
You draw lines around it. Make sure it's a sun. And then you put Praise Illumina in between it. After that, you're like, oh shit.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you. Alright, so how many hours are we looking at there?
Just the whole night, so that I jump under the 24-hour mark, so that would be 10 hours, and then it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so until the party leaves.
Alright. Go ahead and add 2 more since they're not going to wake up till 7.
I'm going to probably, as soon as we stop for the night, I'm going to spend 2 hours experimenting.
Alright, putting that spell into your spell book. Right?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you spend the 2 hours, you have great success. What do you want to summon first? As you're just kind of experimenting.
For right now, since we're in the desert, I'm going to try to summon a snake.
Alright, so you start, your experimentation, actually, you have to apply what you're doing. And you're like, this is a spell I couldn't do because wizards. And then after 2 hours of trying to get it right, burning a few ingredients, spending the appropriate amount of time and money that it takes to inscribe this spell into your spell book, you finally summon a snake. And it wraps around your arm and just kind of sits there and just looks at you. And if I'm not mistaken, you have a telepathic link to it. So he's like, hello.
Hey.
I'm your new friend. We're gonna get along real well, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Let's be best friends and do whatever we can to enjoy this time together.
This is the hippiest snake I think I've ever heard.
Yes.
But yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I love it.
yeah. He's just like chill. He's like, we get along just fine. You tell me what I need
He's
to
a little
do.
stoned right now.
So I'm going to start testing some stuff, like trying to make it disappear and then reappear.
Yeah, I believe you can like make him appear instantly somewhere, and then you can send him out, but then you can revamp him back towards you.
Yeah, I'm just going to be testing the abilities.
So he's like, all right, I'll go over there, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna vamp you back. He's like, hey, I'm here. That was great. We're getting the hang of this. You and I, we got a connection.
Seriously, what did that snake smoke?
He didn't smoke anything. That's just the way he is. He's just a chill snake. And he's like,
He's been in that Feywild.
yeah, he's like,
So we're bedding down for the night.
mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to try something. I'm going to, kind
I
of.
find that thing in my boot, I'm killing it. I'm telling you now.
If I find it, I'm going to destroy it as well.
He goes, Master, I am at your whims. Tell me, what can we do to enjoy this time together?
I'm going to send it to Leo, and I'm testing something.
Alright, so it gets over to Leo's like, alright, what's next, Master?
Like, tell it to kind of slip in unnoticed, like somewhere where it's barely touching him or in his pocket or something.
Okay. Hold on 1 second, let me pull up a snake. We're going with a poisonous snake.
That was one of the choices. It didn't have non-poison snake.
You know, we
The
could.
constrictor snakes are technically non-poisonous. If
I
you
mean,
differentiate between them.
I'm not trying to hurt Leo.
Oh, I know. This is
I'm
just
just
for
trying
me.
to steal his stuff.
All right,
We're about
so
to go to bed, so it doesn't matter if you do hurt me.
he finds a freaking. All right, so let's see. Does he have any? So that'd be a straight dex check for him. Yeah, he gets 15 for the, straight 15
Right,
for
and
us.
now I'm going to kind of walk a good ways away from Leo
Uh huh.
and cast invisibility and use it. It's a touch spell, but I'm going to cast it through the snake.
Can you do that? Pop me the find
Yes, you
familiar.
can.
again.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can
Oh.
cast through your familiar.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It acts as a touch.
Nice. So that's similar to duplicity in a way. That's awesome. Great. So yeah, he's like, by your will, master, and he kind of licks his tongue out at Leo, and then boom, he vamps out. He's invisible.
I like to think that Leo was doing push-ups, and then just suddenly goes invisible.
I mean, you're still doing push-ups, and you're like, where'd my arm go?
Oh shit! I lost
Who
my arm.
is Leo?
And everybody else, yeah, you don't see Leo anywhere. I mean, did you do this while he was sleeping or while he's doing this? I mean, that was your.
I mean, this is after the experimentation. I'm still testing all this stuff out.
Okay, so everybody's now, like seeing this snake run around. Do you tell him about it or what?
I'll dispel invisibility.
All right, he's like, very well, master. The spell's gone. Do you want me to come back?
Yeah.
He vamps back and he's on your shoulder and he says, Master, we got a new line of business we need to take care of. I have not been given a name. Would you do me the honor?
Can I get back to you on that?
As you wish, your master. And he just kind of coils around your neck. I mean, he kind of like lays his one side out towards your left and then another side off to your right. And you can see his little face there by your right cheek. This is your name. Don't listen to him. There was already a snake. Yeah, so you can think about his form whenever you're ready, or his name as you figure out what you want to do with him. But yeah,
Right, but yeah, I'm ready for bed after that.
yeah, you got this cool snake just hanging out on your shoulder. It's like, yep. I'll keep watch, master, while you sleep. You can hear him hissing right there by your ear. But
I'll be behind where he's sleeping, just constantly watching Snake until I go to bed.
the snake kind of flicks its tongue at you, but it's staying where it's supposed to. But for the most part, the night goes without any incidents beyond that. I mean, you see an occasional dust ball float across the ground as the wind takes it away. The air gets a little chilly, but no major threats this night. So you guys load up the next morning. Zerath, you will take a point of exhaustion until you get a long rest.
Okay.
And
Is it okay if I try to make a meal?
Out of what? We have
In the
rations.
desert?
yeah,
Yeah.
you're in rations, dude.
Yeah, I want to try to learn how to cook. So I'm gonna try to cook something with the rations.
Do a general
I can-
survival. Do a general survival. I'll kind of let this go. I kind of get what you're aiming at. Yeah, you burned your rations. You were gonna make something special out of them, but it just turned into ash. You're like, we're not doing that again. So burn off
Okay.
3 rations on your list,
Okay.
and then you're like, you know what? I should just eat this as is. But with that, you all managed to get back on your camels, start trekking away, and Leo, make one of them patience check. Because you're still traveling further and further into this desert. And I would think Leo's patience is getting very thin. So,
Yep.
with that,
Very thin.
so I would say we see a dire Leo who's just kind of like in that "Are we there yet?" kind of look with the angry eyes and everything. Oscar and Borden, with the new Snake friend on Oscar's shoulder, are constantly looking at the map, and Snake chimes in every now and then to Oscar. He's like, "It's an interesting map, Master. Looks like we're getting to where we need to go, right?" He's just chiming in every so often. And the map's still directing you. You're still following the arrow and keeping things straight. But yeah, this is just wearing thin on Leo. He's getting a little edgy, I guess. Unless there's any business that needs to be done while you're on the road. Like, if you guys want to have a conversation about anything, chime in. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead and ask for one more perception check from everybody.
So, Leo, what got you all crammed up?
There's nothing around here. Look around. There's nothing. Thought there was supposed to be a tower.
It is, as far as I know, it's a big desert. It will be there somewhere.
And we have water, so we should be good.
So the only thing that we can do right now is follow that map, and we'll get there eventually.
So now you trust Minerva? I thought you were the one that didn't trust Minerva.
There is a difference between trust and necessity, and I'm not sure either of them applies to this situation.
Post the shield spell. Sorry, go ahead.
But because we didn't get the option to at least try and find something, we don't know what we're getting into. And that is exactly the part that I don't like about it.
I'm gonna say
So,
no.
What was the deal that you made with Minerva anyway? Because there must be a catch somewhere.
We have to find the rock and give it to her. I think we've said that before.
I'm trying to figure out the exact phrasing. Do you remember?
What forces you to give the rock to her?
Trust. She told us about this tower. There's nothing saying that we have to give it to her.
You're having this conversation.
Like, was there agreement?
You guys are worrying too much. Worry more about this missing tower that we're supposed to be here.
Alright, I just give up. There's no getting through to this guy.
Round of perception as you finish day 2. Nice. Alright, so this day kind of proceeds with Leo, you're being agitated. You're paying half attention, but at the same time you're like, where is it kind of mindset right now. Everybody else, you're enjoying like the view of nothing. I don't know if you can enjoy that, to be quite honest. But
Like a zen.
Would I have gotten some reading done during the day again?
I'll give you 2 hours for the day, but we haven't gone into the nighttime events yet. And then you guys and this puts you out in 1 day left, right?
1.5, I believe, or 2 even.
Well,
because
half of this day, and then you have all day tomorrow, and that's it. Like the day after this, that's it. As soon as midnight hits tomorrow night, your book it needs to be done. And you're already suffering a point of exhaustion. So, keep that in mind. As you're trying to keep your eyes up. As a matter of fact, your perception would be at disadvantage, but you still manage to take in the scenery. There's several cactuses kind of lined up in like field formation, so it's kind of like growing out here in patches. You see more of the allosaurs kind of grazing. Other desert creatures that you might see are like, what are some random camels that are just roaming around? Wild camels.
Lizards.
Some lizards, of course, yeah. Just your basic deserted desert, You make camp for the night. No confrontations, no bandits, no civilization to bother you. Nighttime, let's go over this. Zareth, how many hours you putting in the book?
12?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. At disadvantage. At about 4 hours in, you fall asleep. But
Okie doke.
you got now. For those around him, though, about midnight, you get whoever might be on watch. Either or, if anybody wants to do this, you notice Zareth has his book open, and you see him. He just kind of crashed into the book, passed out. Does anybody want to do anything about it?
I'll wake him up as kindly as possible and try to push him off. You can do it, Zareth. Come on, you can wake up. Wake up.
So about an hour after.
Has he communicated that Dyer need to finish his book?
I did.
Yes. So make another. Oh, let's see here. Trying to wake him up. That would be make another Constitution saving throw. We'll make it a straight roll. Oh, nice. Either way, good for you.
That's
You wake up.
20.
You wake up wide eyes, like, oh crap! I nearly went to sleep like that. So you're able to revive enough to go ahead and finish. So with that, I will give you your 12 hours, but I will take another point of exhaustion from you, which puts us in some dangerous fields, I believe, for your character.
That's 2
Yes,
levels,
you'd
so
have.
yes.
Let me see if
Thankfully, he's not the one walking.
yeah. So
Camel.
So disadvantage on ability checks, and your speed is halved. So yeah, it's a good thing.
So you'd best hope we don't come across anything crazy.
Well, speaking of crazy, as you guys go, unless there's anything else you need to do before you leave.
Well, you only have 4 hours left since he had 12 to it, correct? Or did you already subtract the 12?
No, I did not yet.
So you basically went from 8 to 8 reading this book, and now you're on a camel.
Yep. And I'm still trying to read that book.
I am not going to give you any more time. 12 was stretching it, but you took the 2 points of exhaustion. But
Could
as
we
you
just
get-
stay and let him read the last 4 hours?
That would be nice.
are we
Is
doing
And
Neo
I'll-
gonna get a bee up his ass about it?
We could just tie him to the camel when he sleeps.
That would work.
I mean, can we just tie him? Yeah, and like one of us lead him.
Yeah. So just
Well,
Or I can sleep during. Or you tie me down
Well,
now.
what-
I just sleep.
all right. So what's your
Get it done.
what's your input, Leo?
So this time I passed the impatient check, so
Alright.
he would be okay with
Okay.
pulling him along if we can do that.
All right. So he wants to spend 4 hours before you guys haul off, though. That would put you at high noon before you leave.
yeah, that's fine.
The hottest time of the day.
Does
Yeah,
the map say we're close to the tower?
At this point, no. But I also need everybody to take off 3 rations. And I would say water, but you got an endless canteen, so
I'm going to try to hunt for some lizard.
I just cast good berry and hand everyone 1 berry. They're good for 24 hours.
Okay, thank you.
oh yeah, you went ranger. So we're going to give Zareth the extra 4 hours he needs. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
or 2 extra hours now, and then I can fix the other tonight. And I sleep during the day. You tie me to the camel.
All right, so
That's not safe, but let's wait the 4
full
hours.
time. The full time then. So we're going full time then. I'm going to go ahead and say you're going to go full time. So that means you will finish the book. Since you overextended, I'm also going to put you at 3 points of exhaustion.
Still the same night, the same day.
Yeah, and you should have passed out hours ago. But, you know, you're staying
Okay.
up doing this. Just bear with me. There's a reason. Maybe. I don't know. So this will give you disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws as well. So, Sarah, you finish the 4 hours, and you're like, finally! The book starts erasing itself. All the print inside is disappearing. What do you do?
I close the book, sigh heavily,
And add
and
2
try
to your
to stay
dex.
awake.
And somehow you managed to finish the book. Damn it. 2 points of dex. You're good. Now let's see if you survive.
I already added them.
Alright, so finally noon comes around and Zareth just kind of crashes into the camel, and you guys kind of wrap him up with rope, tie him to the camel, make sure he doesn't fall off, and then guide the camel along as you kind of continue. 4 hours after that.
That's for the time.
Okay.
Now there's a chance he could fall off.
Yeah.
You just
So-
would have let him say he got on the camel, everything would have been fine.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so 4 hours after traveling, you're getting 4 hours of sleep so far, Sarah. Not restful sleep, though, so I don't think we can quite count it. But you're passed out.
I'd
you-
say
Well, I'm getting to
Alright.
the map. We're going back to the map now. You notice about quite a few squares up on the north end of this map. You finally see a circle. And around this circle you can see like a cloud on the map itself going around the circle. And there's an arrow pointing to it, and in Inferno it says, "It's over here, dummies."
it's apparently over there.
So yeah, you're showing off the location, and he's like, "It's over there." Only he knows that it said dummies. And after traveling for about another hour, which puts you at about 5 o'clock in the evening, you can see this, like a sandstorm, going around this huge circular tower that seems to go up and up and up. And it's just, you can feel the wind of the blast just kind of coming towards you, and it's kind of relaxing in a way, but also all that sand's getting in your face. But you're here.
I tie my scarf in front of my face.
You're knocked out. Nobody woke you up yet.
Okay then.
Like, you might be getting sand in your mouth. I don't know. What is everybody else doing? As you find yourself about maybe 100 feet away from the front part of this cloud.
Well, let's go in.
Something says it won't be that simple.
I'm going to make my familiar kind of disappear.
Okay.
Just to be safe with this, sandstorm.
Alright.
I'm gonna shoot a Eldritch Blast into it to see what happens to it if it gets really pushed over with the wind.
Alright. You send off an Eldritch Blast. Make an attack roll. It lands right into the wind, and then you see your Eldritch Blast get picked up, and the storm seems to spiral even more wildly as it goes circle, faster, the speed. It's almost like your Eldritch Blast fueled energy into it to make it even more wilder. And then eventually your Eldritch Blast, you can see the glow of it fade out, and then suddenly the sandstorm slows back to what it was originally.
Can I use detect magic on that?
You can do whatever you want.
I mean, I am going to use detect magic on that.
Alright, don't let me stop you. So you're going to be spending ritual cast on it?
No, instant.
Alright, so you spend about a minute though to cast it. And yeah, this whole place is like lit up like a Christmas tree. Like that entire cloud that goes up the tower and just like halfway up the tower it kind of dissipates a little bit, but you can see it like all lit up. But the school is just, I guess it would be like conjuration perhaps, but it's not
Looking
like
down, does it go under the sand or does it stop at the sand?
it seems to go down part ways, but then it just kind of like it's bouncing off something and coming back up. What are we doing?
I don't want to do it, but you know what? Yeah, let's do it. I'll start ritual casting.
Alright, what are we casting? Alright, so where are you casting it then?
I'm going to go as close to the sand as possible.
Alright. So, you get about 30 feet towards it and it kind of pushes you back. And you're kind of holding your hand up and you're like, alright, that's as close as I can get. You start casting the ritual cast for Tiny Hut. Within 10 minutes, or 11 minutes actually, the hut appears and there's this dome and you guys are kind of following him behind him, I think, right?
Yeah.
So he pops the dome up.
So I hate to be the one that completely dicks us right now. I don't know if we could fit bloody 5 camels and people into one tiny hut.
No, we can't. We can do the people, but that would be it.
So what are we doing with the camels?
Oh, couldn't we put a bunch of water down right at the camels with the end of the water, then tie them to a stick and leave them there? And leave a ration just in case.
You tell me what you're doing and I'll let you do whatever. I mean, that could summon some quicksand. We could take care of this problem real quick.
I mean, we do need a way back.
Semantics. But yeah. So, for the sake of brevity, yeah, you could tie off the camels. They all kind of just kneel down and just kind of rest. And they're just chilling there at the entranceway somewhat. But yeah, you got your tiny hut up. What else you want to do?
Walk forward to the bound of the tiny hut.
And just...
And does anything happen?
You get, what, maybe 10 feet further? But that puts you at 20 feet away from it.
I don't get pushed back?
No, you're in your tiny hut.
Okay, I'll, I guess cast again.
10 minutes later, and it's a slow process.
Oh.
You produce another tiny hut and able to move 10 more feet closer to it.
Did I get pushed back?
Nope, you're inside your hut, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
turtle our way in there.
You know where this is going.
I know where this is going, but I need to hear you say it.
Tiny hut.
Tiny hut again. Now you're actually in the edge of the storm. Or whatever it is, the sandstorm that's going around. And it's bashing off your shield. But it's bashing off the shield, not entering, so you're not being pushed back or anything.
So, going to the extent, am I pushed back?
Alright, so for the sake of brevity, I know what you're going to do. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. For about an hour, you're pushing everybody through with Tiny Hut. And you finally get to the other side of the storm. Take another 10 minutes, cast one more Tiny Hut, just to get a little bit away. And then as soon as you step out of that hut, you get pushed inward for about 10 feet, but then you're perfectly fine. And you find yourself at a strange entrance. Stone seems to be like, there's like a like a porch of sort, but it's like stone white blocks that are in the sand leading into this open, squared off doorway that's already open.
Gotta say, the hut was pretty nice. Had a little fireplace and everything, furniture. Thank you for
That
catching
took
it so
forever.
fast.
It's just a dome. There's nothing inside the dome. And
Yeah.
Leo's really impatient right now. Like, that took forever, but I'm glad we didn't die.
Is
Alright.
So,
there?
would you guys have woken me up through that process, or just dragged me behind you,
Well, they'd have to wake
If
you up.
anything, Leo would have carried you.
or just left me behind?
Well, yeah,
No,
they
we
could have
would
picked you up and
drag
dropped
him.
you. They could have picked you up and dropped you.
Mhm. So you have extra, you have a total of 7 hours of sleep now? Or
Not
was
taking you to the actual map just yet, but what do you want to do at this point?
Well,
I'll
there-
lead the way into the temple.
You walk in, and as you walk in, this isn't what you see, but I'm going to put you on this page because it's right next door to it. You see a spiral staircase going up to the left and just continuously going up the tower. But directly in front of you, there's a door.
there anything to the right?
No, it's like a solid wall. Need to hide some stuff real quick.
Didn't she say we need to deplete each level to get stuff? This area? Tower? If I remember
Well, if
correctly.
the first area is completely empty, I'm thinking this is a good spot to hold up for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what you're standing in is like maybe a 5-foot wide area that's in front of this door as soon as you walk in. Well, you also have like the entrance way too, which is probably about 20 feet of room to get into it. But yeah, you
Are we
gotta-
gonna wait the extra hour so that Zareth can get his full 6 hours of sleep, which is, I guess, common in D&D?
Yes.
So he can only have 2 exhaustion points instead of 3?
Alright, so what are we doing? We holding up then?
Yeah.
Alright, so basically you guys would be positioned here. And the entranceway is down here. But this is like the basic outline of the entire level. Like each floor is going to look similar. Go ahead and move your tokens down to the bottom. Around that vicinity where you might be. And I don't have to worry about anybody, I don't think, right? We left all the NPCs at home. That's not your token.
I couldn't remember where I put token.
Just pull your character sheet. Should drop your actual token from it if it's saved correctly.
If you go to journal and there is a foldable thing that says characters, you should be able to see your own there and you can drag that on.
No, let me check something.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, just grab the character
There
sheet
we
and drop it.
Okay,
That's
I got
all
it.
you have to do.
Got it. I got it.
Are you
I
sure?
got it. I
You
got
sure?
it.
Do we need to have a conversation? Alright, Borden, you need to put yourself over there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so for the most part, you guys are kind of settling in. By the way, Oscar moved. Like where Leo is where the wall is, actually. So there's like a wall that's right here for this level, blocking off any passage to the right. And this here signifies the door. And then the stairways just spiral up in this direction. So are we spending an hour to let Zareth kind of catch up on some sleep at this point?
Yes, but only an hour.
Only an hour. Alright, Zareth, you get woken up about an hour later and you find yourself in a strange looking temple place. There's a door in front of you and stairs going off to the side and then an exit out behind you.
I don't like sleeping on horses.
Yeah, you're a little rattled.
That's a
And,
good thing you didn't sleep on a horse. It was a camel.
yeah, I
That
will.
makes it worse.
I'll let you go to 2 on your exhaustion.
Okie doke.
So your attack rolls won't be at disadvantage, but in saving throws. But your ability checks. Well. Alright, so there's a door in front of you. What do you want to do? And if people were watching right now, we'd be interacting a little bit here. So I pull up the first floor. We'll be spying on it. Alright, what are we doing, guys?
Want to try sneaking everyone?
Yeah,
I
right.
don't think sneaking is going to matter.
Arrows and blazing?
Is the door locked?
Are you going to try it?
No, I asked Leo. He's standing in front of the door.
I will check to see if the door is locked.
It is most certainly locked. There's an eerie keyhole that you've never seen before, but it seems to be beckoning to a roguish nature to put your
It's locked.
thieves' tools into it.
And it's thirsty.
Well, we have a decanter of endless water. Why don't you pour that in?
That's not the thirsty I was referring to.
Are you going to unlock it, Zaret?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Alright, so
This is
thieves.
going to be wrong.
Yep, because you're at disadvantage.
$15.
Not bad. You,
Well, that's still a 3.
So you wiggle with it for a bit, jiggle the handle, get your thieves' tool in there, start pulling the prongs, and then, hey, it unlocked. And the door slides open after the door has been confirmed unlocked on its own at this point. And what you see before you, this black line is like a strange outcropping. With you could kind of make out vents every so often. This black line here is a watchtower, and over here is a watchtower, and then there's this pretty little chest that's hanging out over there at the other end. Make a perception check and give me a marching order as you come in. Wait, actually, let's just roll initiative. So click your token, roll initiative. So let me get these.
Initiative is an ability check, right?
Initiative is its own thing.
So it's a ability check. It's not a skill check, like your skills are.
Initiative is its own thing.
Well, it does use my dex modifier, so...
Just roll. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I did. It's 23, so I was wondering if I need to re-roll
No, you're
to
fine.
take
You're
this
fine.
advantage.
You're fine. Well, actually, let me look at conditions again. Disadvantage on ability check, speed half. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say your initiative is fine. Alright, anybody else? Everybody done? Alright, let's move down the order here. As you... Yeah, give me perception roll for the first person, Zaret. This would be at disadvantage.
20.
Nice. You make out a few humanoid looking figures as they all start to appear from the shadows. They start to coalesce and start to appear. You can hear the sounds of goblins. And what do you want to do?
Get out of the door opening, like in the hallway. See if we can get them to us. I'll tell the group there are like what, 5 things.
So you're ducking out?
And I am, yes, and I'm going to try and hide.
Alright, go ahead, make stealth. So
And I pull up my Hood of Elvenkind.
So Xerath, roll straight. Stealth. 21.
21.
Alright, so you hide and you shiver behind the door. Oscar, you just saw Xerath pull back. What do you want to do?
Go in and look what the 5 things would be.
Alright, so move. What's your movement? Like, where do you want to move? 5, 10, 15, 20? So you walk past Leo. What do you want to do? You see everything that he saw as he pointed it out to everybody.
So I see all the goblins.
Yeah, these 2 are in a tower. And these 3 are on the ground. And that one in the back is on a tower. And then you see these, like, dirt mounds. But there's, like, open slits in between the dirts. That's about all you can make out at this point. Oh, let me change this up since we're fighting finally. What are we doing now?
I don't want to waste one, so I'm just going to shoot the goblin leader with a firebolt and move over to the side.
Alright, so go ahead and make your... Let's see, the goblin boss has an AC of 17, so that would miss. Your firebolt shoots off and just strays up against the wall next to him. He just kind of jumps up and down and holds his weapon, ready to come after you. Or maybe shoot you. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna end with that.
Alright, with that, it turns to the goblin boss, and he's like, ah! And you see him reach behind him, and he pulls out 2 javelins. And he'll swing both of them at you. Holy crap. Natural 20. Does a 16 hit?
Both did.
Oh my. In that case, take that much damage plus that much. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 javelins come soaring through the air. You can hear them whistling from the hallway, and they just thunk, thunk. One on your left calf and the other one on your right foot, and you're like, ah! And that will end his turn as he stays where he's at. Yeah, he's the only one that's gonna act. Alright, it's Daria.
Okay. I'm gonna move here and cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at the goblin up in the tower in the middle.
This one? That's a hit. This one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That will kill him.
And then the other one at the other one.
Alright, go ahead. That'll hit. And that barely kills him. So, fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts. The first goblin tumbles off the tower, and the other one slumps into the tower itself and just dies. The other one just spiraling out of the tower and just... He gets natural high level because of Warlock, remember?
Eldritch Blast is a cantrip.
Oh yeah, it's a...
Yeah, but I have
Yeah, I
tactics
was.
for that.
Yeah, that's 1d10 plus 5 though, or whatever your charisma is.
Yes. Which
so
is
he
5.
rolled, yeah, so he rolled it 2.
Yeah, I was looking at the higher level cast was what I was.
Oh, that's... I set it up weird. Sorry. I'll give it a high pass.
Yeah, you.
Either way, if it rolled
Yeah.
over 7, he still killed it. Anything else for your turn, Sydney?
Sorry, but you have to die.
I don't know. Can you speak Goblin?
No.
Borden, you're up.
The doorway here is 10 foot, right?
Yeah, technically. Like you still.
I'm just making sure it's only 5 feet to get to there instead of
I will-
having to.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
That make 25. And like there was back at the start. Get a Sacred Flame out.
Alright, and that's a dex.
Hmm.
He will fail and he'll take 6 points. Which one? The one in the Varbat?
Just angling at that one there.
Alright, we'll get that guy. And you see him already bent. Your Sacred Flame dances off your hands, hits him, and burns his flesh. And he's like barely hanging on. He's just barely standing. He's like, ah, like he's got his last wish there. He's terrible, terrible shape. He's smelling pretty singed, but he's still standing. Anything else for your turn?
No. I moved, I cast a spell. Like, I don't know what more you want me to do.
Oh, I was checking for bonus actions and stuff, you know. All right. Let's see what we got here. I gotta make some movements for certain things. Oh, I gotta get that select tool as well. Alright. So, make it on the right layer. Da-da-da-da. This guy's there, that guy's there, that guy's there. Sorry for the wait. Alright. So, we'll do on board. 20.
You got one of them.
Yeah. So that'll be 8 piercing damage as you hear 3 arrows slide past you, but another one just manages to puncture you in the left rib as it kind of catches a kink underneath your armor. And 3 of these arrows came from inside these things. The other arrow came from this guy here. You blast it with Sacred Flame. One for Cindy and Oscar. You're going to be in trouble. Tin will miss. And then 3 at Oscar. And we can talk about that in a second. Damn, they rolled low on
Everything
you.
misses.
Lucky for you. And I think that will finish off. Well, hold on. There's those 3 went after them. Sydney gets 2 more. There's 2 more that are going to be shooting from inside those holes. 22 hit? What about? I don't think the 15
Yeah, 22.
will. And so an arrow from about right here flies out of a slit and just lands on your left shoulder and just pierces in, but the other one just kind of flies over your right shoulder, banging up against the wall. And with that, it comes to Leo.
Alright, I'm gonna come rushing in like a madman, screaming, having some fun. I'm gonna see this guy here. He looks the most fun.
Alright, so show me the path.
That's my full movement, and then I'm gonna dash to get to him.
Alright.
And just start having some fun. You look ugly. Come at me, bruh.
Sarah, all your friends disobeyed what you said and went in.
I move in over there,
Uh-huh.
which is my full movement,
Alright.
and then I'm going to attack the guy in the tower at the end.
Alright.
Does 12 hit?
I don't think so. Let me double check though. These are goblins. Nope, does not hit.
Oh no, it's disadvantage on ability checks only,
Yep.
so that's 13.
Yeah, you still miss. Your arrow gets
Okay.
shot off and it hits wide and it bounces off the wall behind his tower and he's like... Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
That's great. Oscar, what
Oh,
would
well.
Well,
As I'm As a bonus action, I dash and move 15 feet forward.
I would like for you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Lovely.
A hidden trap you step into.
Natural 1.
Oh my. So
No,
this
you just got
giant,
wrong.
yeah, this giant cage fence that is about, oh, let me see how big it goes. You're on the far right side of it, and the other side of it ends over here. You guys have been dancing around this trap, and he ran right through it. And for that, you will take 14 points of damage as this fence spikes up and slams into your chest, and you're like, oh, I should not have stepped there. And you're pushed back 5 feet to get out of the trap so you're not constantly taking damage. And the trap falls back to the ground. Oscar, your turn.
I'm just gonna sit where I'm at and shoot that goblin up there.
Alright, so what are you doing?
Catch firebolt.
And that will miss. So you send a firebolt off.
So
trying
nothing
to...
has changed.
Yeah, you're... This is
And
just like the
absolutely
original...
nothing has changed.
This is a revisit to the past for you, friend. So your fireball jumps over, but it lands short, dropping like right about here in front of him, and he just kind of looks down. It's like, and points and laughs at you at this point. At this point, Leo, you're right in front of this big boy, and he's like, oh, okay, I need to take care of this problem. He pulls out a scimitar off the right side of his hip, and he'll take 2 swings at you. And I don't
Both
think
miss.
either of them will hit. So he's like, slash, slash, and he's like clinging off your armor, but it's just not doing any damage. You got that new plate mail. It just got scratched, but hey, you're perfectly fine. And the goblin's like, ah, but he looks a little different than the other ones. Looks like he could put up a fight, but apparently he's not doing that good of a job here. But let's see here. What else do we want to do? There's one. Got one over here, folks. Let's see what we can do with this. Not that guy. We want to use this guy right here. Alright. Zareth, you see an open slit. 16 hit?
Nope.
Alright, so that'll miss. And an arrow goes flying through as it spirals past you and drops next to Sydney's foot. Ugh, excuse me, I could talk. Sydney.
Okay, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on this person.
Alright, go ahead and roll me that attack roll.
Yes.
You silly inclusionist. Goblins aren't people.
Oh, well, you know, that misses.
And
That will hit. And I take it I only take the bottom one?
oh, that's what you meant by
Yeah,
Yeah.
your stuff's
Yeah, oh.
not right.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I will
Yeah,
set
yeah.
right.
Fix that nonsense. You probably don't even have to fix it. Just pull the spell card over because we got the player's handbook now. But yeah, you kill him with that, if that's correct.
It's 12 damage.
Yeah, that's what I... Well, either one.
Yeah.
Anything else for your turn, Sydney? Would you like to walk anywhere or do anything?
I'm gonna see where the arrows are coming from to try to pick out those enemies that are shooting slits.
Well,
Or
it's-
can I not?
Well, no, I can actually give that to you. There's like slits all along these walls, and they've been firing out of those slits, you know, depending upon where you were coming from. So basically, you're thinking there's goblins hidden inside these interiors, and they're just shooting at you from inside.
No, I think I'm good then with staying here.
All right, board.
And bonus action, I will heal Zareth, I believe. Oh no, wait. Okay. Shit, I don't remember who got hit.
Then you probably don't heal.
Yeah, I don't heal.
He's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, so with that, it comes to Borden.
In 5.
Alright. Perfectly
There's
fine.
that. And then I didn't get to do a whole lot to this guy last time I saw him.
Yeah, why don't you pay him some respects? It's almost like he came back.
That misses though.
Yeah, that will miss.
That's some shit. Yeah.
That is some shit. So yeah, back to the session 1.
Alright, and then I will go ahead and pop that one out
And who's that?
for our idiot who got spiked.
Sarah, you get 9 HP. Unless you don't want to be called. I don't know. But you did get spiked. Alright, so anything else on your turn? I think that's it, right?
No, that'll do it for now.
Alright, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of arrows. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to do 4 arrow shots on Leo.
Bit of a shame he doesn't remember us.
Hold on. Does a 21 hit?
21 will hit.
Alright, I think that's the only one, right?
Correct. My AC right now is 20.
Alright, so like right here, this arrow comes flying out and hits you in the chest, and you just didn't expect it as it kind of clips the side where the armor kind of comes together. But the other 3 arrows come bashing off your plate mail and dancing on the floor right in front of you as they kind of fall off, raining. We got 3 after Borden. As 3 more gobbles. 2 in the wall and 1 that's outside. Start shooting him with arrows as well. And I don't think any of them hit.
I only see 2 attacks rendered.
My name came
Oh,
up
the
again.
13 there?
Yeah, my name
Got it.
came up again.
So yeah, no, they all plink off.
Alright, so next I'll have 3 attacks on Zara since they saw him get slammed by the trap. They're going to try to pick off the weakest on that end. Or at least what they think is the weakest. 22 hits, but the others probably miss.
Yep.
And that'll be 4 more piercing damage for you. As an arrow just kind of spirals past you, and another one spirals past you. The one from this guy at the tower lands right there on your left shoulder and impales you in the leathers. Leo.
I'm gonna take a couple swings at this guy.
Be my guest, Fred. You should pull out your blade and hammer, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That will hit. That will hit. Is it double war hammers now? Or
Well,
you
I've got
just-
a main hand and an offhand. I put the Warhammer in the main hand, so it's 2 with the main hand, and then if I choose a bonus action, I can attack with the offhand.
Well, here's the deal. Your first attack kills it,
Oh,
I think. Wait, hold on. I
If you're
forgot.
gonna start wailing on me,
No, I take that
we'll
back.
have some words about.
It takes both attacks. I apologize. 21 HP. You did 26, so you're good. Yeah, 2 attacks killed it, and then you got
Okay.
your bonus action.
yeah. Can I go up to this wall and try to stab in there and see if I can get a goblin?
I'll say with disadvantage since that guy's kind of close to the wall. That'll do it. Go ahead and make an attack. And that will kill it.
Sweet.
So you,
And then-
yeah, you stick your blade in there, or yeah, you have to stick your blade in there. The hammer I probably would have said no to, and you manage to slam it right into his shoulder blade, and you just and then you rush up to the other one.
Yep.
All right, looking good, looking good. Leo takes out a couple of goblins, and he's just bum rushing his way in. Zareth, what do you want to do?
I'm going to take another shot at Goblin at the tower in the back.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack. 19.
19
And
for
you-
7 piercing.
which will be enough as an arrow lands into his forehead and he's like, this hurts, but he's saying in the goblin, and then he's like, and falls out of the tower and lands on the ground on top of that nice chest that's at the bottom.
Well, no,
Anything else?
it's dirty. We gotta leave it.
Anything else for your turn?
And then I'm going to walk over to this slit and try to throw some ball bearings in.
Alright. Free action to drop, so you're good. So you,
And then I step away from it so that I get shot.
alright. Osprey.
I am going to walk over to this. Is there a slit in the wall up here?
Hold on, where are you walking?
Okay,
Like-
I'm going to walk over to the wall.
Alright,
And I'm going to walk up the wall.
okay.
I'm going to put my hand in the little slit.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast Fireball in there.
Oh shit. Well, go ahead and make your. Wait, they have to make a dex save, right?
Yes.
And then you.
But I don't think they will be able to escape.
Depending on where it hits, we might as well.
Yeah, roll.
No,
roll your,
hang on.
roll your damage. Or where are you casting it at? Yeah, tell me where it's detonated.
Now, it's 20 feet or 30 feet.
Well,
20.
post the spell.
20.
Post the spell, dude. It'll show us.
Yeah, it is 20 foot.
Alright. So,
Gonna cast it right there, where that arrow's coming from.
alright. Go ahead and make your damage roll, and I'll roll dex saves for everybody. 2 in the back.
I they're goblins, they fell, that's still 10 damage.
They could have evasion. You don't know them.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they
Don't
goblin
you
boss.
label us? Yeah. So I'll show you how they were lined up here. Because, yeah, you got really lucky. God damn it. Selection tool, come here. Thank you. So that guy was right there. These guys were up here. And those two up there are dead. And then, what's half of... How much did you do altogether?
24.
Would be that half.
And,
12 halves.
Yeah, so this guy will take 12 points of damage. At the front of the blow, or, well, actually, you threw the spell in there. It's this tiny little fiery orb that leaves your hands. And then it detonates right there in the center part of this chamber. And you can feel the heat wave just kind of exposing itself all the way around until it hits all the goblins that managed to, like, try to hide in this area. You managed to hit them, damn. And these two in the back are dead. Good job. You roasted two,
Going
and the
to
goblin boss is...
Back off from the window instead on the side of it.
Alright. Nice round. So you... Hey!
I essentially threw a grenade into the bunker.
Pretty much, yeah. So Oscarin blows up that side of the wall. This guy here is going to make a... What's the ball bearings? Dex check DC?
Yes, and
Probably
if he
a 12.
feels the prone,
Yeah,
he
he's...
feels prone.
What's his DC? I believe it's only 12.
Like 12 or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's 12, but... Ball bearings...
Let me give it a quick Google.
Or I can look in the compendium here and see what it says. Doesn't say. 10. There it is. So DC's 10. He saves. He manages to kind of stay footed, and then he just kind of pulls out his scimitar, and since you're right by the slit, he's just
Has
going to
half
take...
moving speed.
Well, he ain't going to move. He's right there. He's just going to stab your ass. Since you didn't move away from the wall, he's just going to stab you through the slit. 16 hit?
I said that I moved away from the slit, but
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Nah, that slit's like from here to there. There's like a thin line slit that goes around, and you can just kind of shave into it and cut it out. But 16 does not hit,
Nope.
and you're good. You managed to step back and get away from him. Sydney. Or wait,
Okay.
did I miss somebody? No, that was them. Yeah, the other one's dead. Alright, so what do you want to do?
I want to move
I
over
wanna
here.
Alright, so go ahead and start your movement. I need
Oh.
you
So this
make
here.
a dexterity saving throw as you pass through a space.
Okay. Seven.
Yeah, you fell. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would have figured you failed. 16 points of damage as a ball chain beats your head right there. Move your ass up there.
Oh, move. Oh, okay.
Now I want you to make a strength saving throw to stay on your feet as you get bapped in the head. Full damage. That'll work. You manage to brace yourself and kind of duck back, move a square back to get out of the way of this chain, or move out of this square so you don't continuously get barraged. You can move forward or back, I don't care which.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to make your full movement, go ahead. But you take 16 points of damage as this spike chain just comes ripping off the ceiling as you step on a plate and just slams you right in the forehead. You almost get knocked back, but you're like running under it now, trying not to get hit again as it comes swinging back and you move forward. What do you want to do?
I want to try to see if there's any mother goblins in slits. So would I roll perception for it?
Yeah,
or?
make a perception check as you're kind of glancing into the slits that are made. You can make out
11.
one that's like, I'll reveal him. Let me go ahead and reveal this guy here. You can make out one. And he's right there.
Okay. And I will fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Oh, dear lord. Well, do damage for the first one. That'll do it.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah. And
You
Can I
do-
try
Be
to
a
see
lot of
anything?
overkill on these guys.
You do realize this one's still alive, right?
Oh, okay. Then I'll do the other one on that.
Alright, go ahead. That will miss.
Okay.
Double checking. And it did. Alright. I think I moved him on accident there. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Alright, Borden.
Oh, wait, actually, I have a question.
Yeah, I have
If I
answers.
can cast a spell at will, can it take a bonus action or no?
What spell is it?
You still have to go
Change
by the
trigger.
guidelines of the
Okay.
spell.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Never
It
mind.
just doesn't have a cost, and you can use it as much as you want.
Okay. Never mind.
Alright, Borden. Saw Sydney do a Eldritch Blast into this slit. Managed to hear something go, "Ah!" And then another Eldritch Blast went over Leo and misses the other one that's like dangling there with the burned chars of your sacred flame from earlier, I believe.
Yeah, I'll just attempt to finish the job.
Are we doing sacred flame again?
No.
Okay, what are we doing? Oh, you're walking up there and
I missed, probably.
yeah, that's a miss. So anything else? Bonus action?
Nope.
Alright.
I was gonna sit here and impotently moan that I can't hit a damn goblin.
I'm finding it amusing as well. Alright, so with that, you become more of a line of sight for 3 goblins hiding in that hole that's behind you. Borden, so 3 short bow attacks at you.
Let's see it. Nice
Yeah.
crit fail, by the way.
It
Yeah.
sticks in the mud and he's like, huh?
Well, I have a
The
chance
one
in
in
the other
front of...
goblin?
No, they're too far apart and they're shooting in straight direction, not at each
I
other.
was going to say, did it even leave the bunker?
No, it didn't.
Right.
It's stuck in the wall, and it's like right in front of him. Like he could literally walk into it and hurt himself. But other than that, it's like.
Is it-
But
I
the
think
other-
at most we see a shiny arrow tip from the other side.
Yeah, you might see like through a clay structure of this wall, a point sticking through it, and he's like, "That was the wrong slit." But the one that's in front of you will make a scimitar attack as he pulls out a blade. Since Seriously, guys, you're disappointing. But I gotta admit, you guys are putting up just as much of a fight as you guys did.
Right? We're doing about par for the course.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, this is about the way I remember. You know what? That's the end of the goblin's turn. Leo, what would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and smack the guy that's out in the open here.
Yeah, give him a love tap. That will hit. And I think that will kill it too, but go ahead and roll me damage. There you go. You smash the hammer down on his head and he falls to the ground with an incaved head. Brain matter just kind of spewing out gently.
Can I run up to the wall and try to stab in there?
Yeah, you'll have to use your long sword though.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright,
At disadvantage still, because I don't know where they are.
True, disadvantage. That and it's a small slit, so they can easily maneuver out of it, so disadvantage. But yeah, with that, you hear a ah! As it kind of scrambles backwards underneath your blade. You almost hit him, but he kind of got underneath it and got out of the way. Anything else? I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, Zareth.
I am going to try and stab the guy in the
Alright, go ahead and make
the yellow
that
goblin boss twice.
disadvantage. Go ahead and make your swing.
Oh wait, that's short bow.
Yeah, further. Okay, that'll... Hold on, let me double check his AC. I think his is different. Yeah, that'll miss.
And again.
And that will miss. So you're wrenching your blades in there, and he's like ducking back, and he's like balancing over these ball bearings you dropped. But he's still holding his ground. He's like, stab right, and he's like already to the left. Stab left, and he's already to the right again. It's like you can't get a phase on him. What else do you want to do?
I'll take a step back.
Where are you moving? That's it?
Yeah, like there. Because there's a trap there.
So you're like, Oscar, hide me. Oscar, what do you want to do?
Fire a firebolt through the.
Alright, so go ahead and make it with disadvantage. As you're trying to force this fireball through the hole.
You're burning fireballs, not bolts.
Firebolt.
Yeah, the bolt, not the ball.
Okay,
The cantrip.
I was really concerned.
Is it a safe?
It's
yeah,
a 21.
Like, I get it, they dicked
Nice.
you around the first time, but that's a bit much.
You know, some vindication might be coming your way. What's the total?
That would be 22.
A lot, right? So yeah, you flick your hand in there, firebolt comes flaring off, and it just spills over the goblin, and he's like, ah, and then you hear him, you know, from the ball bearings that are in there. He trips over the ball bearings, he lands on the floor, taking a bunch of damage from the fall and a bunch of damage from the flame, and then the next thing you hear is, ah, and he sizzles out as his life is burned. Anything else for your turn?
Gonna move right there, but I'm going to walk along the wall after seeing the trap and then go onto the floor.
Alright, so you move up there and you're just... Are you going prone?
No,
Okay, just checking.
like I just like walk along the wall to right there and then
Okay, so
step
you
up
went-
onto the floor.
Gotcha. You avoided that trap down there. Gotcha. Sydney!
I'm going to walk along the wall this way, use Fiendish Vigor, get 6 temporary hit points, and try
That's your
to point,
action.
and then try to look and see if I can spot out any of the goblins.
Make a perception. Because you're trying to look through the slit. Yeah, you can pick up every one of
Okay,
them this time.
I point them all out and tell Leo, aim there, and there.
Oh, there's only 3 you have to worry about.
Yeah, there. Oh yeah, so
I mean, they'll still be at disadvantage for your attack rolls, but now you know exactly where they are. Like, if Leo was attacking over here, I would have just made him make the rolls, but he would have missed. So, there you go. Sydney, your turn's up, or bonus action?
Yep.
No? Alright, Borden.
Nope, that's all.
So Sydney points out where the 3 goblins are standing in that thing.
I'm gonna check some verbiage real quick, just so I don't do a bad.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, no, I'll be fine. I just wanted to make sure. I'm assuming I can't wedge myself here.
I'll allow it. But what are you using to attack with? Or what do
I'm
you
gonna
do?
shine. Creatures of my choice within 5 feet must make a Constitution save or take some damage, and my damage was absolute garbage.
Sure, well,
but
it
it's
sounds like
damage.
it's at an attack. Alright, how many of them need to make it?
I was angling to try to get 2 since that one's, clipping that 5 foot.
And what's the range of it again?
It's 5 foot radius around me.
Oh, well, looks like you only get
Can't put
this
myself
one.
in half unit.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
only
you
one you're
could
gonna
for
do.
yourself.
I would have put myself between these 2 spots.
Yeah, they spaced themselves out in there pretty decently for something like this. So yeah, you'd only be able to get this one. But he fails. But he only takes 4, so he's still kick it. Anything else for your turn? On the right here. So he'll take 4 points of damage.
I want
Yeah, that won't get that guy over there, I'm afraid. Especially with the angle of the slits.
See, he's in this weird half spot zone. That's why I was like,
Yeah, well, also the slits itself would probably focus it into an angle. Like, if there's a wall piece, I don't think it would be able to go through the wall, would it? But either way, that's what happens. Anything else for your turn?
not particularly, no. I've moved, I've done a thingy.
Alright. Is that persistent, or is that just one time?
Oh, it's a 1 pop, and then I can cast it again. It's a cantrip. I can just
Oh, okay.
spam it. I really need.
Not a problem. Alright, so what this guy will do is he'll take his scimitar out and slash out after you with a natural 20 for 11 points of damage. This one will come down here and join the fray. In that awkward space there, he'll also attack you with this scimitar. 13 will miss. Sydney will take a scimitar attack as that one strikes out at her. That will
That'll
miss.
miss.
Yeah. And that's all their turns. Congratulations, we're down to 3. Leo, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna swap the weapons in my hands
Alright,
and then stab through the hole at the guy in front of me.
so you flick your long sword into your right hand, your hammer into your left. That'll hit. That'll hit. So the first one dies after the first swing. And then if you
Can I
wanna-
get here and then stab that guy?
Yeah, that'll get him then. Alright, so you take out 2 of them. Wait, was that made with disadvantage?
Oh, shoot, it wasn't. Okay, I'll roll
go ahead.
for the second attack.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take those 2 for the first. So then you move forward. Yeah, that one's gonna miss as this one kind of pulls out of the way. But yeah, you managed to kill one of them. It was either disadvantage or I give them an AC for cover. Figure disadvantage just to kind of get this going faster. Anything else on your turn, Leo?
I'm gonna get distracted by this chest, and then that's my turn.
Alright, make a perception check as you approach it. It's a chest. It looks fancy. Sarah.
Do I have a shot at the goblin that Borden is standing in front?
Nope. They're hidden behind slits, so I don't think you could even make that shot if you tried.
Then I'm going to try and...
There's a 5% chance he could.
Okay, I'm going to move over there.
You set off the trap again.
Again?
Or how you went
God
straight
damn
through
it.
this, right? And that
I guess
spike-
I would.
And put yourself back where you were, or right in front of, like, you'd be knocked back here from the trap.
Didn't he get a save this time though? Since he
I got a save, and that's 20.
Yeah, but you're still gonna take half damage. Unless... No, didn't think so. So you'll take half. But I don't think you want to stand where the spikes are. So that's 5 points of damage from the spike damage, and you might want to move. You're going to be... Because basically this thing is like popping up forward in front of you, and it's acting like a fence filled with spikes, and it pierces into you, so you're kind of forced backwards. And then you're going to have to readjust your movement. So basically you lost a little bit of movement trying to go straight through it. And then it just kind of camouflages back down as it releases. So unless you start marking where these traps start and stop. One down. That's where the trap actually is. No. Sarah. That's where the trap actually is. Right there's where you're going to land.
Okay.
Like the trap starts right here in this
Then
square. And it ends in this square. As you saw it pop out again. You're able to hug the wall like Oscar did to go through here.
I walked along the wall.
Yeah, you did, and that's what
Yeah, I'm
prevented
just
you from
going
triggering
to
it.
move
But he ran right through there
to
again,
the-
so sorry.
my left then.
Alright, well, move yourself where you want to go. You already burned,
I already did. I
So
only
you-
have 15 feet of movement.
so you're staying right there. Alright.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
already
you're-
moved 5 feet
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
left again.
you're exhausted. Oscar. You know what? Do a single attack roll with your bow. I want to see if... Well, you'd have to roll natural 20 twice. So, Zerath, if you roll a natural 20 twice on your bow attack, I'll let you kill that goblin
Yeah,
up here.
I did.
Otherwise...
17 and 21.
Alright, so that's a fail. Alright. Alright, what are you doing, Oscar?
Gonna move right there.
Alright. Just so you know, you don't have visual on that goblin.
I'm going to take a dash to kind of get up to the.
Alright. Where are you going? Alright, yeah, you're right up there on the slit. Now you can see him.
I don't want to use sorcery points, so I'm going to end it there.
Alright. Goblin bosses are dead. It's Sidaria.
Okay. Sorry,
No, I'm with
I
you.
was correct. I will fire 2 Eldritch Blast at said goblin in there.
Fire one and we'll see what happens. This one here?
Yes.
That'll hit. Show me damage. That'll kill it.
Yes, and
I'm
Then-
gonna say you can't quite get to the other one. Borden's blocking the path. So unless you find a way inside somehow, there's no way you're gonna be able to get to the other one. Because you don't have a
I'm
line of
going-
sight on them. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll move myself around.
Alright, so
And
go ahead
then
and finish
fire.
your movement. Yeah, alright, that'll work. Go ahead and make your attack roll. That'll hit. That'll kill. So you fire off an Eldritch Blast. Blah! And it splashes over that goblin there, and you're like, alright, I'm gonna walk over here. You fire off another one, getting in Borden's face almost, because you had to kind of like get in there and get in his way, and he kind of pushed him back a little bit, but you fire off another Eldritch Blast, and it hits
I mean,
the
I
other
would have let
goblin.
him through.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he
Let her
She
through.
just-
Come on.
she got up
I
there.
said them,
Okay.
Mr. Assigning genders to my pronouns.
Are you assuming I'm assuming? But with that,
Right.
so get this. This is what happens next. As you finish off the last one, Leo, this treasure chest. There was like a faint glow around it, and now it's gone. And it kind of glitters and sparkles a bit. Ding, ding, ding.
The chest is gone or the glow is gone?
There was like a glow spear around it, but because he missed his perception, it just looked invisible to him, so he didn't see it. But there was like a spear that just kind of disintegrates, and allowing you to get to the actual chest.
Oh, it was preventing us from going in there before everyone was dead.
Yeah. So technically, you couldn't have opened it if you tried. You would have touched it, but then you would have felt the spear at that point. But since you were there, I was going to give you a perception to see if you noticed. We are out of combat, so what would you guys like to do?
I'm checking out this chest. Can I open it?
You notice it? Well, make an investigation. You don't know. You try to lift it up, but it's locked.
Okay. Zareth, can you open this?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to walk over there carefully,
Yeah,
trying
Path.
to avoid all the traps.
Alright, Path.
I'm gonna down 2 healing potions.
You're gonna hug the wall, I'm assuming. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Where are you going from there? Alright, cool. You stay along the wall. That's good. Alright, so
Along the wall, and then
you're safe.
from
You're
the
safe.
wall over there.
Alright, so let me get a... Since these are ability
Zareth take
checks.
that 12 as well. Since,
Borden walks over to you, cast Cure Wounds, right? Is that right?
that's the idea.
Alright, and you can all
Because he got
move over.
spiked again.
Yeah. So you got that. Alright, so make an investigation check at disadvantage. Nice,
23.
nice. You notice that this chest is both locked and there's a trap to it.
Okay, this thing is rigged.
It's always rigged for adventurers.
Do I recognize the kind of trap it is? Like, does it have a simple setup to it, or is it like fancy and complicated?
Let's say it's in a fanciful chest, so it looks fancy. All you can see is like a pouch deep inside it. Like if you look into the keyhole, there's like a pouch of something that's deep inside.
Okay, this thing is probably gonna blow. I'm going to try and disarm the trap.
Alright, roll me your thieves tools for disarm.
22.
Nice. You managed to pull the sack away, and if you did the wrong thing, this sack would have exploded in an explosion of acid. And you just managed to pull it off and set it out and disarm the trap.
So do I now have a sack of acid?
As you pull it out, it kind of leaks. And unless you have something to put it in real quick, it's just going to leak out onto the ground.
Nope, I don't have anything to put it in, so I put it aside.
There's an acid pool next to you now, but it does no damage to anybody. But now it's
And then
just locked.
Going to try and unlock the chest.
And roll me with disadvantage.
16.
The DC was 15. You managed to unlock it. And inside, you see coins. You see a couple, let's see, it looks like a scroll. There's a potion, some boots. And on top of the pile, there's a diamond-shaped cat figurine.
A diamond-shaped what?
Cat
Figure.
Yeah. Looks
I
like
look at that and I think, ooh, pretty.
it is. It's
Hey
very
guys,
So
look
it's
at
a
that.
cat figurine made out of diamond, or it's a cat in the shape of a diamond?
a cat figurine, like small, in the shape. Well, no, it's actually made out of diamond. Like it looked like it got crystallized into a diamond shape. Well, not a diamond shape, but it's shaped like a cat figurine. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh,
It's made out of
see my
diamond.
confusion there, though? Like,
It's made of diamond.
yeah, okay.
It's a
It's-
diamond
it's
grinded
cut-
into the shape of a cat.
There you go.
Alright, like, we're good and clear. Just like,
Gotcha.
diamond-shaped cat figurine. What? Hold on.
All right, so
I'm
there's
going to ritual cast detect.
detect magic. You guys are gonna
Yeah.
wait for him.
There's no reason to not to.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
think.
just asking as a general. You got a magical scroll there. You got a potion there that looks similar to a greater healing potion, which you would know. And then the boots are giving off an enchantment.
Okay.
I'll
Then-
hang on to the potion.
I will take the cat.
And
Oh.
there's
Well,
180.
why don't we figure out what they do in a minute?
You guys want the money, or do I keep that?
180 gold.
No, 180 platinum
Oh, damn.
Absolutely.
and 200 gold. And then there's a scroll that's wrapped up. And Zareth, make an intelligence check.
Just straight?
Yeah. This. You get the feeling that if you didn't disarm this trap correctly, that scroll would have been completely ruined. You picked a
Okay.
hell of a day to have exhaustion, friend. But yeah.
Hey, I'm doing okay.
All right, so
far.
you got boots, a greater healing potion, diamond-shaped cat figurine. I have the worth written down, but for now, 200 gold, 180 platinum, and a scroll. What do you want to do?
Cindy, do you
Yes.
have identify?
No, I do not.
I don't think
Okay.
warlocks get that, do they?
I wasn't sure if I could have help with this or not, but I'll start identifying the magic stuff.
You want to use Arcana, or do you have the spell?
I have this. I ritual.
Oh, okay, so we're going to spend some time on it. Alright, so
Okay.
spending the time, you find out that the boots are boots of elven kind. Greater healing potion, and the scroll itself is a teleport scroll. And congratulations, you beat the first floor filled with nothing but goblins that gave you a hard time, just like in the first campaign, or first session we had, for those who were here.
So,
You hear a soft rumble, but it's nothing near here.
So
What do
who
you
wants
guys-
the boots here? I could make use of them. It would offset the armor.
Hey, supper's done. Take it off.
Alright,
Right to storm.
yum yum.
so there's 180 platinum and how much gold?
I've already got the
200.
gold set.
Yeah. So basically, I just
Party
need to know
time.
what you guys want to do before. Is there anything else in this room you want to do before you leave?
So the cat's just a treasure.
Yeah, I would like to keep that.
When I used
Yeah,
detect magic, did I see anything else in the room other than the stuff that was in the chest?
No, like everything these goblins were carrying was normal wear and tear armor and weapons.
Well, the scimitars can be sold for some scrap metal.
They look pretty shitty. I doubt they'd be given much.
Yeah, they
Better
just
than
been
nothing.
pierced through clay and broken up. Damn. Hey, phone.
I mean, if you want to
Answer,
hang on
need
to
it.
them, if you want to hang on to them, that's cool. But let's not put them in the bag.
Alright,
Holding.
so do we want to do anything with the goblin corpses before I delete them?
Not really.
Alright, then I'm just going to delete
Loot
them.
them. Well,
Getting
that's
flashback.
it.
As you turn like the first 2 or 3 that you're close to, you realize they have no money on them. And just a shoddy short bow or a scimitar. and maybe the 2 goblin lords that you can reach. Well, only one that you can reach has maybe a javelin left on him. Are you gonna cut their ears? I just started deleting. Say something. Like, I'm over here deleting because nobody said anything. That's something you should say. Alright. So I'm deleting all these guys so I could set up the next room whenever we get ready, which I think we might do next week because we're already at 3:43.
Yeah, I need to get going now.
Alright, so
Later.
Alright, we'll go ahead and call it here, guys. And
Later,
with that,
guys.
you guys managed to clear the first floor. And when we pick up, you'll figure out if you need a rest or anything, and then we'll figure out how we're going to go about from here, and that'll give me time to set up the second floor for you next week, if you decide to keep going. But, yeah, how'd you like that?
It took us way too long to kill goblins.
It did, didn't it?
Right. No, I'm really looking at Oscar being like, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you two are like having flashbacks to that camp you guys rode it into. But, yeah. I had, and no, I'm not going to give it away. I'm just going to leave it for a surprise. You guys literally danced around all these traps perfectly until Sydney and Sarah ran right through them. Like, Leo should have hit it.
You can give up the traps for this room because it's going to change.
Yeah, it's going to change. Go ahead and look at the stream if you want, and I'll show you where all the traps were.
Oh yes, I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, after I saw the traps, there might not be many traps on the walls. I'm just gonna walk on them.
they will switch on each floor. So I'm gonna, like, I got my notes set up to say, all right, put this many mobs out there, and then put these traps in different angles and whatnot. So this ain't gonna be the same trap configuration. But every time Zareth kept running into the edge of that at the end there, and it's like, oh, but yeah.
You're gonna kill yourself. Like, I get it.
But here's the thing.
But
perception checks, I give it to you as a free action.
Well, I thought I dodged the end of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
You thought wrong.
Yeah. Well,
apparently.
Oscar said he went up against the wall, so that saved him.
No, I literally...
No. Yeah, you literally went
Slippers of spider climbing.
Oh, yeah.
You went up on the wall.
So, okay, yeah. If you would have said, I walk along the wall, or, you push yourself up, because that would have got you out of the range of it, but you went right across it before you got over there, and, it is what it is, dude. It's fine. But yeah, that'll change next session as well, and you guys will advance to my second floor of mayhem.
How many floors you got planned?
I got 5 ready, and I think that's where it's going to be a kind of forced stop at that point, and then we'll see what happens. Like, I'm not going to give it all away, but assume you're going to reach the goal of what you're looking for by the 5th floor, I guess, if you want to have a little sneak peek of what's going on. But yeah, you guys enjoy this session?
Yeah, I mean, it took a while to get to the tower.
It did.
It did, yes.
Everybody...
Well, seeing as Minerva was being an obtuse, obstructive asshole as expected.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Like, she's the one that said business. You don't go into business with people you don't, fucking trust.
Well, you guys
lying to the guy during the pitch.
Well, she's got the chips on the table, though, so I don't know what you want her to do. It's like, it's either my way or I don't show you where the tower is, and you don't, we both lose. It's fine. I'll go find somebody else at that point. But, yeah, it was one of those things. I put a lot of effort into it, and I'm like, they could totally screw this and not go there. Well, we'll see what happens. I might use it later or something. But no.
Lying to your business partner on the pitch, like, I need you. This is what I need you to do, and this is what I want out of it. It's like, how about some trust?
Yeah,
are you after the miasmic rock? Just say yes. We get it. It's a powerful object, but
she's evasive. She don't want to answer that kind of nonsense.
Nonsense.
Well, it's like personal business for her. Like, that's her personal agenda. And
By the way,
her personal business is directly affecting us.
What's up?
And like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, but again, the green flesh in her eyes. That's like the second time you've seen that with someone.
It's I've seen it with her. I've seen it with her enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's your telltale. But yeah, with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the session there, and I'll go ahead and get ready to close the stream down. Join us Wednesday, where they're just as fucked. I ain't gonna lie, I've been telling this story of Ryder for a couple of times now to other people because I was like, this is why I play D&D. The craziest shit happens and you just can't help but laugh. But join us Wednesday at 7 p.m. to see how we get out of that sticky situation. And then join us again next week Sunday as we continue our climb through the Sandstorm Tower. Till then, unless there's anything else we need to go over, you guys are welcome to say goodbye to Twitch and the archives.
Bye, Twitch.
Night, night, people.
And with that, do you hear the calling? Because it's quite chaotic.